What up, fellas?
Yo, what up, man? Long time no see.
Damn,
Yeah.
Charles, why you sound so low? What up, fellas?
Oh, am I low?
You
Charles,
low. You ain't ready to go.
get
Ain't
low.
ready to go. Ain't ready to go. Hey,
What's going on, man?
I wanted to do that.
There you go.
I don't know why I just wanted to do that. What's up, fellas?
Yeah, man. That much, man.
Hey, happy Sunday, man. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We're gonna start this off the right way. We ain't been here for a minute. Happy Sunday. Thank you everybody for locking in. Who echoing? I'm echoing. But who on?
Charles, that's you.
that probably was me.
Charles
Oh.
over there playing. The
Charles,
producer.
turn the music up in the headphones.
I see. That's why I'm about to do something.
I
I don't know what's up with KP tonight, Chuck. He glad to be back.
I'm glad to be back, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
first of all, like I said, we ain't been here for a minute. A lot has been going on. A lot of basketball stuff. A lot of basketball aficionados. A lot of good basketball is being played. Congratulations to all of the Middle Georgia teams that made it as far as they made it. First round, second round, third round, Final Four. Like, there's been a lot, man. I know we're going to jump into all of that. But before we get too deep into it, Tat, you know what I'm saying? Of course, publicly, man, we want to give you our condolences. You lost your grandmother, man, and we know how special she was to you and to the family. So we want to give you that, man. And you know what I'm saying? We still got you in our prayers, and we're still holding down everybody for you.
Hey,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one for the whole family. But I mean, we with each day, man, healing, trying to build a strength and get better, and just trying to make sure everybody all right.
There it is, man. And one thing I wanted to say, I'm glad you guys were able to celebrate her on her birthday, having the party and going out and doing all those things, man. So that's that was a blessing.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, man. So like I said, a lot of basketball stuff going on. So we'll kind of work our way backwards. Let's do that, right? So working our way backwards, we'll start with the middle school, Houston County Middle School Championship games that happened yesterday over at Houston County, home of the mighty Hoko Bears. As
I knew you were gonna say
that.
That
Kalen
was
Rose. Let's talk about that. Kalen Rose first game.
Hey, yeah, you're right. Let's talk about Bill Brooks stuff. Kalen Rose, man, y'all. I know y'all. My baby playing basketball. My baby came to me and said she was finally ready to, tackle this basketball thing. She getting serious about it.
Right.
Her and the Lady Warriors of the nation, Warner Robins Middle, captured the 7th grade county championship yesterday. I couldn't be more
in
excited.
Dramatic fashion and overtime.
Overtime. And Kaylin was kind of down a little bit, after she fouled out. And I had a talk with her and let her know. I was like, listen, think about it like this. Y'all went into overtime. And she's thinking about scoring and stuff like that. But I told her, I said, listen, you had a shot 2 free throws. You missed one, you made one. If you would have missed that second one, you probably wouldn't have went in overtime. You probably would have lost by 1.
Yeah.
Your free throw tied the game, basically, at a point in time. So your 1 point sent the game in overtime, basically. So it's just little things like that, man. I'm super proud of the effort. The fundamentals and stuff that's gonna get there with us getting in the gym and polishing that stuff up. But her effort, rebounding, playing defense, just stuff like that. As she's been around watching the game, just brings the joy to me. I know that she's paying attention. So I mean, I'm just shout out to her and her team. Coach Martin, Coach Styles, Coach Parson, Coach Harbin. All of them have spent countless hours working with those young ladies. Um, from the beginning of the basketball season to now.
Yeah.
Just shout out to all of them, man, and the time that they put in, with those girls, man.
Yeah. No, one thing I could take away from that is her passion, right? And not only her passion, but the passion of all the players. They wanted to perform. Regardless if you won or lost yesterday, all the players were locked in, wanting to go and wanting to perform and do the thing. So congratulations to the Lady Warriors.
Yes.
All right. Congratulations to the Lady Warriors. 7th grade boys, Charles G. You guys you were in it with the 7th grade boys, Fagan Mill against Thompson. Talking about it a little bit.
Yep, man. First off, congratulations to Thompson, man. Those young men came ready to play, put together a great season, and competed at a high level for some 7th graders. Um, man, Fagan Mill, we fell a little short. We that was a team we played in the beginning of the season that we lost to.
Right.
And end up seeing them again in the championship. So my hat goes off to Fagan Mill as well. Those boys, they really started to come together towards the end of the season, um, and started playing like a team. Getting on the high school court is a little bit different, so they got to experience that. They got to experience the atmosphere. They got to experience a little bigger floor. Um, but they left it out there on the floor. So at the end of the day, we kind of told them, man, hey, remember this feeling. You guys got another middle school year, right?
Right.
Don't come back the same. Come back different. But yeah, it was good, man. It was good. So um, they fought. Like I said, couldn't be more proud of them boys. If any of them listening, man, just continue to work in this offseason because that's where you're going to get. That's where the growth is going to happen. It's very difficult to try to wait till the season start and then start working. So that's for any athlete. Uh, Definitely getting them gyms, man. Get more skill, get faster, get stronger. Bring all that stuff back with you when you come back. So but it was good. It was good.
Yeah. So congratulations again to the Fagan Mill 7th grade boys, county runner-ups, and Thompson 7th grade boys, county champions at that grade. So congratulations to them. 8th grade girls, we had Thompson versus Perry.
Yes.
So Perry was able to be victorious. So congratulations to the Perry young ladies. It was a close game. I don't think it broke open until midway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, midway to the third, Perry was very organized, very executed very well in that third quarter, and was able to pull off. Executed very well. Like what I seen from the young ladies. Like what I seen.
Definitely. Again, playing hard, getting through it. So congratulations to both of them. Bruce, what's up, big dog?
Bruce.
So congratulations to them. Again, Thompson finished as runner-ups in the 8th grade girls division, and Perry brought home the championship. So salute to them. And then 8th grade, the 8th grade game. What up, Welchie? 8th grade game, boys. We had Bonaire Middle School and Fagan Mill Middle School. Right. So I'm just gonna say this. I think people thought we were gonna get blown out from the door. So I'm at Fagan Mill Middle School, 8th grade boys. I think people didn't think it was gonna be a close enough game. We held our own. Bonaire was able to prevail. Right. Salute to them. And I'll give them their props, man. Went undefeated for 2 years. One is as 7th graders, one as 8th graders. But I just want to kind of talk about our guys and kind of the growth that we've seen from the beginning of the year. Well, 7th grade last year, kind of going through that process, right? And Charles, you was with those guys then. And then them coming in this year and having some some growing things to work on as players, but being resilient to get to the championship game as eighth graders. So 100%, I want to salute our guys, but I have to give tip the cap to Bonaire. Finished what's that 13? So 26-0 as middle schoolers, winning 2 county championships. So salute to them. Congratulations, Bonaire. And Houston County 8th grade boys finished runner-up for the county. So, again, congratulations to all those teams. It's still a big deal, right? It's still a big deal to make the county championship game, right? I know there's some things out there that, people are trying to minimize certain things. You can't minimize these kids going out there and performing and being effective in the environment and the situation that they're given in. So salute to them. I gotta say, how the Houston County gym yesterday was pretty full, from the first game to the last game. So that was good to see. It's good to see people coming out and supporting these young men and these young women, and believing in them and giving them everything they need to go out there and perform. So I want to salute the city for coming out and supporting and keeping that gym jam-packed. So,
hey, that was the biggest crowd Hoko done seen all basketball season.
No,
we changed that.
no,
Well,
no.
Coach Buddy, I ain't say that.
Besides,
No.
Warren Robbins game was bad.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
People support
Yo,
these teams.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It was a great basketball environment yesterday.
It was. That's how I want to see it every
basketball environment.
Great basketball environment. Shout out to Fagan Mill, which hosted yesterday.
Yeah. We would be remiss if we didn't bring up Fagan Mill for hosting. Coach McDuffie, the whole staff over there, kind of just, man, it was remarkable, and the hospitality room was popping.
Yes, and shout out as well to all of the ADs for
within the county
for putting together, putting together everything and making and how the middle school athletics is being run, despite what you might hear from stupidity and dumb observation from dumb people. Shout out to all the ADs in the county, man, for continuing to do what you're doing and continue to reach these kids and take care of these kids and keep these athletics running, because you got a calendar to work with, and you're working extremely hard with these calendars to put these dates together, and some of these sports run together, run right behind each other. You got baseball and track that runs right there together. You only got a certain amount of days of school year. So shout out to the ADs, man, for doing a tremendous job here with athletics here and in Houston County, despite what you might read from people that ain't in the system.
So the other thing I wanted to say, kind of to piggyback what you're talking about, Tad, I mean, all administrators, ADs, school administrators, principals, counselors, whoever. I mean, everybody was at the gym yesterday supporting, right? So even folks that didn't have kids playing, or their school wasn't playing, they still was in the gym supporting the process, man. So like I said, it was yesterday. I'm gonna go out and say it surprised me a little. It surprised me how many people actually came out and the games were early. So right. 7th grade girls started at 9:00. Right. So in the I pull up in the gym, the parking lot is packed. So yeah, I'm happy and appreciative of that.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, they doing a tremendous job of moving these things along. And I mean, you got kids that are showing up and playing hard. And I mean, good. That's a good job, man. It's a good thing what they doing.
100%, yeah. So I know some of the Hoko players had to volunteer in the concession stand and it, it, it take trash out and
Working.
be yesterday. They tapped out.
Gotta put them to work. It's what they're supposed to do. Take care of your house.
Yeah, they tapped out.
Take care of it.
But yesterday it was a good day. It was a good day. So that was a great conclusion to the middle school season.
Yeah, I mean, to get a chance to see, you know, some of the kids that'll be coming to the high schools around the county, or maybe not. And if so, see you later. Yeah. But
So, speaking of high school, bring our next guest on, kind of talk some of the high school stuff. Did I cut you off? My bad. I thought that was a transition.
Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
It was a transition, but I think Pat was ready to go a little deeper into that.
No, I wasn't. No, I'm just saying, you know. I was just saying it was good to see. It was good to see some of the kids that we probably gonna see on the high school level, or maybe not. And here in Hanson County, which is fine. I mean, do your thing, bro. Y'all, but
are we all the way live?
Yeah, it was good.
All the way live.
Yeah, man. So,
we got
good to see, man.
Cam, what's up, brother?
My guys, man. Much love, man.
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
Up, Cam? What's up?
Wait,
Mr. Final Four.
Mr. Final Four, Mr. Tracy.
Man, what's up, man?
Hey,
what's going on? What's up, Cam?
Man, my brother, I'm proud of you, man. I didn't even know you was gonna be on here, but I was about to shout you out. You know, man, you did an amazing job. Corey Black, state championship, amazing job.
Yeah, Coach Black.
You know, yeah,
Appreciate
Mario
it.
Mays, my guy, Holy Innocence, doing an amazing job. I'm proud of y'all, man.
Yeah.
It takes a strong individual, man, in this day and age to coach high school, anything.
Yeah.
You did the thing, brother.
You're right about that.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, because we have you on here, man. We're gonna go to you and kind of talk about y'all run, man. So unfortunately, you guys came up a little short in the Final Four game yesterday.
Yeah.
I know having two of your starters out. And I'm at what? Did they have the same injury?
MCL, ACL.
Okay. I seen the picture and I'm like, man, they got the brace on the same leg and the yeah. But just talk about the game yesterday, you know, a little bit, and then you know what the season meant, because you had some superstar seniors that's going to be graduating and moving on to the next level.
Yeah. Well, no excuses. You know what I'm saying? We you know, we just came up short, man. Josie, a good team. Of course, we missed those two, but you know. You got me?
Yeah, you back.
Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles, man. And you know, in basketball, you never know when injuries gonna happen and stuff like that. So Taylor has been out. Taylor Davis, she was out since December. She got hurt in practice one day, non-contact. And Greer, she got hurt on the first game after the break in the first quarter, within the first like 2-3 minutes of the game. So you know, we basically played the second half of the season without either one of them, and we went 19-0 until yesterday without them.
Right.
So we're a next man up program, man. Had a couple of underclassmen, a couple of freshmen, one sophomore. You know, kind of step up and quickly learn on the fly, man. And they just jumped and embraced them roles, and man, we didn't miss a beat, to be honest with you. Like I said, you know, who would ever thought we'd have made the Final Four without Taylor Davis and Talia Greer?
Right.
First time in school history, man. So, you know, we came up short of the ultimate goal, but we definitely took a step in that direction. And we fully expect to be back and win it. So.
Hey man, so another young lady for you guys, and not to single out, but another young lady got some valuable experience from what I understand this season.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, I assume you're talking about Miss Casey.
Yes.
Yeah. She had a good year. Ups and downs, freshman, normal freshman season. She was forced to play a little earlier than we expected because of
Right.
the injuries. She, for what we asked of her, I think she did fairly well. I was pleased with, the way she came along.
Yeah.
Not just her, man. Like I said, I know I know you're talking about her specifically, but
Right.
we had another freshman who we inserted into the starting lineup, Kamaya Montgomery. She's another one that embraced the role and grew up quick. So we're excited, man. We got a few sophomores in there who played some big minutes. Ariel
Right.
Freeman, another freshman, Selena Greer, had some bright spots. So man, the future bright, man. We got we got a couple coming down the pike as well. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on it, but we
Yeah.
got a couple coming from the feeder school, and so we're excited, man. Like I said, I think this was a step towards winning that, man, toward winning the state championship. Just being on that stage, man, we can kind of see, what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? Kind of almost remind me of Tat them when they first started on they journey, man. I know they went to the Final Four, and then they think they was a state runner-up one time before, but just making it there on that stage and
Right.
seeing the lights and tasting a little bit of the champagne, as we call it. And eventually, I think within the next couple of years, they won it all. So I think that's where we at right now. The young girls got a chance to experience and feel that, man, and you can just see it in their eyes yesterday after the game, like
Okay.
they get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring it back to your daughter, man, and coaching her. And I'm sure you and Tat have talked, but publicly, can you give Tat any advice on this process, right? Even though Tat isn't coaching his daughter, I was next to him at the game yesterday. That cat was like, his emotions was all over the place. Can you give words of wisdom on what this process is going to look like?
Be quiet. Hey, yes, I'm one of her coaches, but I don't really think I coach her a lot. You know what I'm saying? I do more talking to her after the game. Every now and then, like I said, I get in there, practice and stuff like that, and I'll kind of nudge her a little bit, but
right.
She responds to other people better than she responds to me. So my advice is be quiet.
Yeah. He
be
was
quiet.
He was trying to sit on his hands yesterday, but it was.
Oh yeah, cause boy, when they get mad at daddy, boy, it's a different kind of mad.
Yeah, that car ride home is different, ain't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So but yeah, that's it, man. Just just kind of talk to him after the game. That's what I do. I try to talk to him, probably try to show him something on film or something like that. But I have to take a different approach, man, because they different. Yeah,
I got you. Hey, so I do want to shout out Coach T as well. Winning Region Coach of the Year.
Big dog.
Is that back to back?
Yeah, that's back to back.
So congratulations to her. Shout out to Player of the Year.
Yep, back to back.
Yeah. So y'all got the recipe out there, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I want to shout out just girls teams in general. Not all the teams, boys as well, but man, the girls in the area, man, veterans girls.
Yes.
Shout out to them. They came up a little short in the Final Four.
Right.
Baldwin girls are back in the state championship for the second year in a row. They've been to 3 straight Final Four. So I think it's their time, man. I think they got a tough matchup with Hardaway, who actually matches up well with them. But it just feels like it's Baldwin's time to me now. So I'll be in the building. I'll definitely be in the building when they play. I think it's on Wednesday. I'll be there pulling for them. Taylor County girls made the Final Four. Jones County did some good stuff. Went to the Elite Eight. Upset the number 1 seed on the road.
It is. Yep. Congratulations.
So the girls in this area, man, is strong, man. It's real strong right now. And That's why you see a lot of those teams from that invitation at the beginning of the year making noise, man.
Wait, look. You said
Oh, that
something about
Bruce.
veterans, Bruce.
Bruce, yeah.
Got to time you out.
Bruce piped up.
Oh yeah, I respect veterans, man. They we beat them last year. They got us back this year, and they took it a little personal. And hopefully we can see them next year.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, wait, real quick. So you just kind of hinted on the Hype South Hardwood Invitational
mhm.
on the girls' side. Talk about how many teams you had in there that were able to have success in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I just mentioned, like I said, Jones County. They went to the Elite Eight. Central Macon went to the Final Four. Veterans Final Four. Baldwin, they back in the state championship game. Thompson, they were a favorite. They got upset during the first round. Statesboro went to the Sweet 16. They went to the second round. Who else I had in there? Warner Robins girls. They think they made the first round this year after coming off a state championship game last year in 5A.
And Monroe, right?
Monroe Albany girls went to the Final Four. And they ran into that juggernaut. Boy, they ran into Hebron, man. They're a juggernaut. It's different, man, when you're private, and you know how that go. But I think, like I said, I think a lot of that stuff is gonna be alleviated next year when the state playoffs comes, because I think single A through triple A privates won't be playing public in the state playoffs. So some like the Taylor County Green Forest game, man. That's number 1 versus number 2 in single A, and it wasn't even close. And so, when you got those kind of discrepancies, I think we know why.
Right.
It's not necessarily a complaint, it's just reality. And if one system is at a disadvantage over the other one versus the other one, I think the GHSA is doing the right thing by separating it again, letting them play, like opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Cam, you've been kind of sitting back, taking it in, watching the playoffs happen, man. What's kind of some of your thoughts or feedback for what you've seen this season?
Man, well, I watched it a little bit, but it's kind of hard for me to sit and watch a whole high school game. But I mean, like Wasey was saying, discrepancies you can see, and then just a lot of the players impressed me, because right now, with high school basketball, they bigger, stronger, faster than we were when we were coming up.
Right.
But I do like watching the girls play a little bit more, because the rankings, the player rankings and all that, they just play, and they play hard. I think some of the boys sometimes look at rankings and stuff like that, and they take that so serious. And I know both on the men's and women's side, girls and boys rather, the parents can be really, really wild, but they get really, really wild on the boys' side. So I try to I ain't gonna lie to you, I maybe went to like 4 high school games this year. I watched a lot online, but it's just the atmosphere for me. It wasn't conducive for like what I want to see. Because like right now, like Riverwood High School playing with house money in 6A. And I saw those 2 guards they got. Like, they're really, really good. But, Alexander just got the big boy. So I don't know. But like I said, they playing with house money. So when like Tat been there before, Wasting them was there, when a team gets to that final game and they can throw everything at you, and it's like we're not even supposed to be here, that would scare me as an opposing coach, because these boys don't got no care. They weren't even supposed to be there. The Grayson McEachern matchup is going to be good. Ace Bailey is just Ace Bailey. And
when do they play? Is that Saturday?
They play Saturday. So like I saw, I'm gonna tell you like this. I saw Ace Bailey has a 10th grader in Sean's event. And this is crazy because
wait. Where you saw him at again?
At Sean's event, one of his little camps, like
Sean who?
Williams. Sean Williams. So this,
one of
this is like
one of the top 100 most influential people in college basketball. That's Sean Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Mr. On the radar. Mr. On the radar.
Just my guy Sean. You know, hey,
Yeah.
I'm glad he
We
got
just
all
want to
that
be
stuff.
sure, you know, for everybody that's listening. He's talking about the same person.
We'll send him that. He's one of them guys in
Yeah,
Georgia.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if he don't get a call, you know,
Shout out and congratulations.
or you don't call him, you know, But at his preseason event, you know, he do his camps and stuff. So that was like my first time. Ace Bailey was a 10th grader, and that was like my first time seeing him. And what was so crazy is I saw him in my drill station. I'm like, and he was like the most talkative at my drill station. He was like talking to me about tips, and I'm like, who is this kid? You know, I just want to see him because I got a 6'9" kid who's very fluent in everything, and he's like the most competitive, most talkative at my station. So I got to watch him. And it just so happened he got on I had to coach his first game. And like the third play of the game, man, this dude pinned the ball to the backboard, got the rebound, kicked it, ran like a deer down the court and dunked it backwards. I was like, oh, yeah, he got a chance. So after the camp was over, I'm walking my car and Sean like, hey, how good do you think he is? And I'm like, yeah, that kid could probably play on the college level right now. And he was like, yo, Kentucky just called asking, should they recruit him? I said, Kentucky? I said, the Hawks need to be calling asking, can they recruit him right now? That's how good I thought the kid was as a 10th grader. So, like, he's going to have to play out of his mind to beat what Grayson got. But once again, you know, like, it can happen because the stars of stars come out when it's that time. And I do think him and your boy are 1A, 1B, Cooper, as far as I think that they're both just as good, and just depending on what kind of roles they have in college, either one of them could be the number one pick in the draft the following year.
Hey, so let me ask you this: is them beating Wheeler, is that an upset?
No, not to me.
No, okay.
I think Wheeler had a great team, but they're young.
Right.
I mean, like just with like college basketball, when you come up against a seasoned team and you're young, it's just certain stuff that's going to happen in the course of the game. And like, you know, they missed some layups, missed some free throws and everything, but I wouldn't consider that an upset.
Right.
You know, for me, everybody kind of, I mean, people been calling 7A out for like McEachin and Grayson going to be in the championship, like from the beginning of the year. There's just no other teams that could compete with them.
So not to compare, I tell you what, I won't even say in comparison to. I'll just say, give me your thoughts on the kid at Holy Innocents, Caleb Wilson.
Good one. So let me tell you like this, Wason. Just imagine, I'm gonna throw you a bone first, and then I'm gonna come back to your question.
Hey, real quick,
you know how go ahead.
And I apologize for interrupting real quick, but is Holy Innocents, is that a private or public school?
Mm-hmm. Private.
Okay.
Yeah. So imagine if we had, like, everybody helped each other with AAU, right?
Mm-hmm.
And imagine if we just said, okay, we're going to send all of our kids to, whether it's the Georgia Stars, Atlanta Express, AOT, whoever. Just imagine this front court, Wason. Bryson Tiller, Caleb Wilson, and Ace Bailey. Bro, me and you could play the guards because all we got to do is get them the ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like all three of them are so different but so much alike. Like Caleb Wilson, he's a very, very good player. Where he shows up and what he does, we just have to see. But comparing him to Ace Bailey is not really fair to me because Caleb Wilson is more methodical. If you get what I'm saying, like he'll have overall everything, like 15, 11, 10, and 8 steals or something, right? But you're not really seeing it, but he's very efficient. So his player ranking is like at the end of the stat sheet is like amazing. Ace Bailey is going to wow you out your seats with them dunks and wow you out your seats with what he can do. Like he just got a little more flavor to him. But Caleb Wilson is very, very good.
Right.
Like
Right.
I would love to just see where he ends up at college, because I think he needs to make the right decision to somebody who's going to let him do some of the stuff he's doing. Like, because he can handle the ball, he can shoot it, he can rebound. He's like 6'9", 6'10". Like, what is he doing to? Like, he can play on the wing. I know Kentucky's like at him very, very hard. But he just got to go to the right situation, man. Because you and I both know, you go to the right situation, your stock can go very, very high. But you go to the wrong one, your stock can go low. I know Duke's recruiting him. I like the kid. I like Bryson Tiller.
And he's a 25, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
He had 19 and 20 yesterday.
And by the way, I seen him as a freshman at Sean Williams event.
Oh.
So.
At where you seen him?
At On the Radar Hoops.
On the radar. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh man, boy, what we got going on here, man?
Coach Butts, what's up?
Fellas, what's up?
What's going on, brother?
Sitting in the cut.
Yeah, I'm in the cut, man. I'm in the cut. Happy to be with y'all.
Oh, 100%, man. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So right now we're just kind of discussing the high school playoff situation and some guys that are kind of peaking it and showing their worth at that high school level and building their reputation and showing what their reputation is all about.
Right.
Yeah. So Coach, what from where you've been sitting and kind of watching everything, what you think about how the playoffs been shaking up?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been able to really just like dive in.
Okay.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
As far as watching the games and stuff, but I don't know, something about high school. It takes me back so far that it's almost painful.
I got you.
So I kind of been taking the back seat. I've been trying to here lately, these last couple of weeks. I've been trying to kind of dive in a little bit, but it's been it's a little. I don't know. I ain't gonna say it's a little too much for me, but it really, really makes me reminisce a lot. And it gets to the point sometimes where I'm comfortable with it. So, but I will say this: I've a couple of the names that y'all call, I've been listening and hearing great things, and like the Bailey kid, I pretty much know what he can do. Like I know what that kid can do. So, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I saw him in the playoffs, and then I haven't. But I did kind of follow Baldwin, those kids.
Yeah.
The guys and the girls. I've watched a lot of Central, Oasis group, and shout out to him and Coach B, because they just, oh my God, they did a phenomenal job this year.
Yeah.
Of course, I gotta say I watched Tat because you can't help but watch Warner Robins because. You gotta. I'm always thinking, man, if I see the score or something don't go right or the results ain't what I expect, I always think, damn, I wonder what Tat said, because I know he's somewhere acting a fool.
Yeah.
So, but to answer your question, man, it's been it's getting better, but I really haven't dived into the high school playoffs like I usually do.
Right. So and then I gotta kind of rewind a little bit. And Coach Bush, we're gonna get right back to you, but I gotta kind of rewind a little bit and shout out Coach Harnett over at Southwest.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Right. So I think everybody has seen it, but I didn't say it, so I need to say it. Shout out to Coach Harnett and what he did this year with that group, putting his fingerprints on there, getting them all the way to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Hosting a playoff game out of Southwest. So shout out to him. And they faced adversity early in the season, right?
Yeah.
Getting
Oh
those
yeah.
kids to kind of understand what was needed and helping them through that process and still being able to get as far as they did in the playoffs. I can't do nothing but salute Coach Harnett and his whole staff
Yeah.
and the team, man. And just that was big. That was big. That was
Oh
big
yeah.
for the area.
You know,
I say for me it was big, real big, because I graduated from Southwest and played there as well. And so like prior to him taking over 3 years ago, man, we laugh about it all the time. Boy, I was like embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
for real. Like Southwest basketball wasn't in a good space. I think the year before he got there, they won 2 games.
Yeah.
His first year they won 10 games. Then I think last year they won 13, and then this year you go 19-9, and then you regional runner up, and then you make the Elite Eight.
Right.
So then he got the whole starting 5 coming back. So
Building the culture.
that now we're talking. So I kind of tell him to, count your small victories, man. I know, as a competitor, you always want to win it and win it all. You always feel like if the opportunity is there, you're gonna go for it.
Right.
But when you come up short, like I tell him, you just gotta sit back and just take everything into account, man. Count your small victories and look at the progress you're making as far as where you're going.
100%.
So just block the noise out, keep going, and man, we'll be talking about a different story in another couple of years.
Ways, you know what that comes to about too, though? That comes to the community and the administration trusting him.
Yeah.
Because a lot of programs, and I'm up here in Atlanta, they, you have a bad year, they trying to get resumes and figure out how to get you out of there.
Man.
But you gotta let folks build like
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And his kids in.
Yeah. Because if you don't, you're gonna be running in circles the whole time and being 2 and something and trying to figure out why we got all this talent and why they going to other places. So that's huge on them. And then he was I played against him in college. Great player. Went to Connecticut, had a great coach. He probably learned some stuff and took some stuff that he already knew from high school, college, and everywhere else, and brought it to that program.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he also won Coach of the Year this year, didn't he?
Last year he was Coach of the Year.
That was last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So shout out to Harnett. Even though he a Connecticut guy and I'm a Syracuse guy, we'll let it live.
It's funny that makes me think. Both of the points y'all just made, everything y'all just said it's funny how, after a season like this season that he had, it's amazing to me how that the people on the outside they think that it's easy. Like they truly think that what he did is easy, and therefore the kids they follow suit because this is some of the crap that they hear.
Yeah.
And so we got to talk about the naysayers as well, because the night that they lost, I saw some things on social media in which I don't listen to a bunch of that crap. I mean, it is what it is, because people gonna say what they want to say. But it just amazes me how a guy can come into a program like Wasey said that won 2 games just a few short years ago, and then he takes this. Not only do they win, but they have a whole different culture now.
Right.
It's noticeable.
Well, but hold on, but factor in the circumstances that he had to face at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah.
On top of all of that.
Top of all of that.
Yeah. And then people make it like, and then I'm just like I told y'all, I'm unadulterated tonight. It's like I got a lot on my chest. So
yeah, for this.
But parents and people, not just just people will say, they'll find the crap out of all that good. They'll find a minuscule amount of crap and throw it out there. And what's even worse though is that the kids absorb this stuff.
Yeah.
And man, it's just it amazes me like like this guy, they can say what they want to say. Southwest was garbage. They were garbage a few short years ago. Now, I'm not talking about tradition because everybody knows their tradition, their history is there. I'm a Baldwin County, I'm a Baldwin High School guy, but I'm a basketball guy at the end of the day, and I'll admit it. Their tradition is second to none.
Right.
But I mean, it just amazes me, man, how I sit there and I read some of this stuff, and I'm like, I watch that guy, damn near cry sometimes talking about his team, and then all some people can do is just find that that crap in there, and it just kills me, man. And that's what's wrong with some of these kids. That's what's wrong with some of the kids right now. That's why, I'll wait on these other subjects, but that's
hey, Coach, let me tell you this though, man.
Go ahead, Cam.
Oh, you hitting on the head, Coach Bus, because I had to hit up Tat and be like, hey, man, I got some stuff on my chest, so I'm like you. But see, this is what I'm going to tell you. My 8-year-old played in the league, bro, and I went to her game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hearing every parent scream and yell at their kid to shoot the ball. Don't care about nothing else going on. One of the kids on her team shot it from half court. This is an 8-year-old game. I looked, wow. I said, oh, my God, what in the world is going on here? And see, it's like you just said. It always starts with the parents, man. Stop telling these kids at dinner tables and being the cancer to these programs, because what happens is that cancer starts growing inside that program.
Yes.
And y'all are doing more hate because respect to all y'all on here. Y'all coach high school, y'all coach AAU. Y'all get paid pennies or nothing for what y'all do.
Right.
So instead of these people getting all over y'all and trying to second guess your decisions, do they go in there and do that to their bosses?
Nope.
What job can anybody go in there and second guess the CEO or tell him he's doing a bad job? It's always about basketball. But guess what? Y'all don't understand being on that hot seat, standing up at a high school game when it's packed, understanding that I got to draw up a play to try and win this game. The administration don't have my back. The parents don't have my back. The kids believe in whatever they want to believe because everybody want to be a player. Everybody want to be a D1 person. Listen, hey, to y'all 2024 kids, if Kentucky and North Carolina ain't came in today, stop saying you being slept on. You better take that offer from whoever's offering you right now. Because you're not being slept on. You are going to whatever your level is. If you're a D2 player, and trust me, you are a good D2 player. Because guess what? Some of these D2s are better than the lower level D1s. If you're an NAIA guy, see, people don't understand this, man. And I'm about to tell my age. Y'all remember when Life College was that NAIA program? When they won so many national championships, or they came close in NAIA with Billy Lewis and all them. And Billy Lewis got a shot with the Hawks.
Yeah.
If you go anywhere and you show your stats, cool. Like I told Tat, bro, I won a national championship my freshman year in junior college. There were 4 other conferences ahead of ours in Street and Smith. This is when Dick Vitale had the ACC, SEC, Big Ten, Pac-12, and the Panhandle Conference. We were the top 5 conferences in America in 1994. I was the 6th, 7th, or 8th man, just depending on who we played. Sometimes I ain't play at all. Man, I called my daddy every day for a month, dog. I'm ready to transfer. I'm ready to come home. My daddy say, hey, no, you're not coming home, and don't call my house again. You're going to suck it up. You're going to learn. You're going to play. That was it. I went and was the best practice player, and whenever I got minutes, I got minutes. Whenever I had to cheer for my team, I cheered for my team. Right. Nowadays, these people saying, hey, come home. You're going to transfer here. Your coach don't know what he got going on, this and that and this and that. I'm sick and tired of that. These adults need to stop doing what they're doing, because what we're doing is messing up the game of basketball for everybody. The referees, the coaches, the AAU coaches, we messing it up because we hating on everything. And some of y'all can't coach yourselves out of a plastic bag.
You're right.
Hey, real quick, man. First, I want to shout out Deanna Harris. That's an old friend from Texas. So I'm glad she's tuning in and watching. Old military friend. Hey, but so Charles, I don't know how you felt, but yesterday, right? So we're sitting on the sideline in the middle school championship game at the high school at a packed gym, and it's like, hey, man, well, hold up now, right? So I get what you're saying, Cam, as far as being on that hot seat or whatever the case would be, because everything you could think of was coming out of them stands about what needed to happen next.
Oh, I can really imagine.
Everything you could think of. And it's kind of like, you ain't think we thought of that already? Well, you ain't think we had a game plan going in, and this is why we doing X, Y, and Z?
But don't leave out the internet coaches too online after the fact.
Oh yeah, the after fact. Yeah, what's that? The quarterback, the armchair quarterbacks.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's rough, man. It's kind of like, so you thought we just came out here just to do this. So you ain't think we strategized, we talked, we tried to figure out a game plan that worked best. You thought we came out here and wanted to lose. That's what you thought.
Yeah, and not only that, but you know, the pressure that a coach puts on himself.
Yeah.
After a loss, you know, like,
because you second guessing yourself though about everything.
Yeah. What coach
and
goes
that's at every level.
Yeah. What coach goes into an Elite Eight game and loses?
Yeah.
And does not beat themselves up for the next man, probably I don't even know how many months
until basketball season start again.
Until trials come again.
Watching that tape over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
And what gets me about it is some of the ones that does the complaining and does all the Facebook and Instagram.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that stuff.
So people hear it.
they don't know. I wish they could click on Huddle and see how much film their kid hasn't watched.
Yep.
Yeah.
When we constantly saying, hey, the game, hey, we got 4 or 5 films of the team we're fixing to play.
Yep.
Y'all need to get on here and watch. So when we get to practice, you know exactly what.
Yeah.
And you get on there no minutes.
Hey, I tell you this. I salute all, real quick, Charles, all high school, college coaches, whatever level, right? Because I know when I'm coaching AAU, when I walk in the gym and I see our bench is where the parents are sitting at, I'm like, oh.
Good luck. Good luck.
Hey, I don't want no parents sitting behind me. Put them on the other side.
I want to say this too, man.
Oh, go ahead, Joe.
I want to say this too, man, because and it's cool. I got thick skin. It really don't matter to me what people are saying. But you also, I hope you're saying this to your child too, because some kids don't compete. Right? I need you to be a dog, right? You come into this game, whether it's a championship game, Elite Four, win or go home situation, and you ain't giving your all, but you got all the answers for a coach. All the answers what the coach should have done. Should have done this. Well, we 19, 22 games into the season, and you still can't run back on defense.
Yeah.
This is the simple stuff. We still talking about the simple stuff. We ain't even got to running sets and defensive rotations. The simple things. So before you give a coach a hard time, how about you watch film with your child and look at those simple things that's going to make him or her a better player? That's probably going to make your child more recruitable than anything than a step back pull up 3.
Exactly.
But Charles, let me tell you. I talked to my guy from the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we were talking about just basketball in general, right? And me and him had a long conversation. I was like, he was giving me some pointers. I'm talking to him. And he said, hey, you know, the Europeans they'll have 1 or two or three guys who are really, really good, the Lucas, the Jokers, and all of that. But right, if you look at these rosters, the majority of the Europeans are like 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th man, right? They go in there and know they role, correct? We as Americans, we are the most selfish people, and we want it all for us. So that's why a lot of the Americans who play in the NBA are the stars, because those are the guys who have been taught all their life to shoot the basketball and be the man. So what's going to happen? Everybody talking about how the NBA is, well, yeah, it's going to be a European game with a lot more Europeans, but they'll never be the stars, because what is mostly in Europe and over there? What are they about? They about family. I'm going to give up something for my family. I'm going to do something for the overall good of this community or whatever else is going on. We in America aren't like that. We're selfish. Everybody wants their child to be the one, the Kobe, the Michael Jordan. They want their child to be that, no matter how good or bad they are. If their son is the 15th man on a roster, they are still going to come in your office and say, why my son ain't starting? Why y'all ain't running plays for him?
Yep.
Ma'am, sir, your son, come to practice and see how he misses 50 layups. He has the wrong footwork. He can't shoot a jumper to save his life. We put him on the team as a favor because he was a great practice player.
Yeah.
Understand he's not going to play in college, but everybody here in this America figures out that basketball is the quickest way to get to this money. Well, see, every kid ain't getting NIL deals, but you got kids.
It's the new hustle,
Yeah,
man.
you got kids who are third string running backs at University of Maryland talking about, give me 100,000, I'm a transfer. You can't come to me asking for 100,000 transfer because you're the third string. You get more reps in practice than you do in the games. What are we talking about? But everybody thinks basketball is the quickest way to get $1 million. Let me get a trainer or 5 trainers. Let me jump AAU program to AAU program because every coach is sleeping on my child. Let me even build an AAU program for my child and his neighborhood friends who can't even play basketball. They're playing outside 3-on-3 and the game is going to 15, and you go outside at 10 o'clock at night, they still playing. What's the score? 3-2. But you build an AAU team for them.
Preach.
So what we do, we run from toughness, we run from any adversity, we run from anything because the grass is green over here. But see, if you've transferred 8 high schools, you played on 16 AAU teams. Me as a college coach, I know the minute you come here and parents and players, high school players, listen to this. A college coach gonna tell you, you are the best thing since sliced bread. But once your parents put them bags in that dorm room or that apartment and they get in their car and drive off,
over with.
Woof. Well, you finna meet a whole new coach. And you like, oh my God, why is this dude so mean to me? Because he owns you right now.
Yeah.
He owns you. He has your scholarship and he can take it away at any time. Also, your playing time. And you got dudes who, okay, I'm a McDonald's All-American, but I'm going to Kansas. Well, guess what? They got 10 All-Americans on their team already. And they got 2 seniors trying to go to the NBA and you trying to take their spot. So they doing everything under the sun in practice. They talking to the coach because they got the coaches here. Hey, then you got, and Wasty notice and Bus notice too. Y'all probably notice too, but the coaches who recruit, they're trying to get their kids on the floor. Because if the coach says, hey, you recruited this kid, he's not good. Why? But then the assistant coach on my side, who my boy, but his guy getting the playing time, I'm telling coach, he shouldn't be playing. My guy should be playing because I want all the accolades. So high school guys, when you go to college, you start back at the bottom. I don't care how good you are. Brandon Robinson, when we went to Carolina, he told me for 2 months, the freshmen couldn't even get on the floor to play pickup in the summertime. But he was the man at Douglas County for us. How do you take that? But he didn't run, and other guys, they want to keep on going all over the place. We got to stop that. We as adults and parents got to tell them, hey, that's where you wanted to go. You need to sit there for a little bit. Now, I understand if the coach gets fired or whatever else like this, but if the coach is there, the coach been good to you. You might not be playing because it's an NBA guy getting ready to go. Stay your butt at that school, man, and work.
Cam.
And-
So
hold on, Kenneth. Let me say this real quick. Cam, you know why a lot of them run from AAU programs or from school to school? Because it embarrasses them. It ain't about the kid. It's embarrassing the parent because the parent are putting that kid above everybody else and not being realistic. And when it started embarrassing the parents, all right, we gonna run. Hey, we gonna go over here then.
Yeah.
We gonna do this, that, and the other. So 9 times out of 10, if you think about it, it ain't the kid.
Yeah.
It is not 9 times out of 10, it ain't the kid. It's the parent. It's the parents breathing that into the kid. Then the kids start believing it. Then, oh, hey, man, coach is sleeping on me, or they ain't doing this, that, and the other. And I just go over here then.
right.
Yeah, you can't blame the coach. And I'm talking AAU right now, because y'all really hitting home with some stuff for me that I'm going through right now. So you can't blame the coaches that are contacting these kids. I can't blame, and I'm just saying this. I'm just calling a team, so I'm just gonna say Warner Robins All Stars. Y'all know how I feel about Tat. That's my brother. I love him to death. I love his program, but I'm just gonna use his program as an example. So if Tat reaches out to one of my kids, I can't be mad. I can't say anything to Tat. He recognizes that kid is a good player, and he wants to see where his loyalty is. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? I get it. The problem I have is some of the stuff that I'm going through right now. Well, I'm not even going through it because I don't deal with it. So the minute I contact you and say, hey, you running, we good, blah, 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 and you say, I've been talking to such and such. My next words to you are go talk to such and such.
Peace.
Because I don't blame the coaches, but if as a like with my son, he was always taught loyalty. Always. And I can give you an example. And I'm not lying to y'all. I would not lie to y'all. My son had the opportunity going into his senior year to play with almost any team that you can name out. And I allowed him to talk on the phone with those coaches. He would come out of his room and say, Dad, I'm on the phone with such and such. And I handle your business. At the end of the day, and I'm telling y'all the truth. It's from my heart. My son would get off the phone with those teams and say, I can't leave my boys. I can't leave my game. We've been together since 5th grade. I can't leave my game.
It means something.
It's funny because I'm telling you, I'm not lying. You know what I used to tell him? Call him back and tell him to give you some of them shoes they're giving all the rest of the players. Get you a bag out the deal. Because I'm teaching him loyalty. I'm teaching him stick with, because it ain't that bad on this side.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it ain't that bad on this side. We playing in front of the coaches. We playing on the main floors. We doing all this stuff. So it's on you now. It ain't got nothing. Coach Plummer, Coach Gillespie, Coach Reeves, Coach Davis. It ain't got nothing to do with none of us. We putting you in the position for you to show them what you can do.
And you playing against them teams that's calling too.
Yeah.
Right.
So go do it. So what do I get this year, right? So this year, like I said, unadulterated. I'm not gonna call no names, but what I'm getting this year is, coach, team. I ain't calling no teams, but team such and such been calling me. I ain't really sure. Well, let me help you with that decision.
There you go.
Tear it down. Let me help you with that decision. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm telling to everybody that's listening to me that can hear my voice. The days of me being the bigger guy for players that leave the program and go do other things, those days are over with. Because I gotta take care of the ones that are loyal to me.
100%.
So I cannot. The days are over where a coach can call me and say, "Hey, well, what about such and such? Well, coach, he don't play with me no more. Oh, really? Well, how was he? Coach, I don't know because he don't play with me no more. Now, I'm never say anything negative about any kid. And you can check my record. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm also not gonna sit there and say, well, look, I got this film on him and he did this and it. No. These are life decisions you're making. So your parents got to make you aware of that. And at the end of the day, they're the driving force behind it. So they got to say, look, let that coach know that you've been doing this for 2 years. You're going to do this again.
Yeah.
And then if you're not, then you need to call those coaches and let them know, hey, look, we're gonna go this route, blah, 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 blah. And then, so forth. So, but be willing to accept what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Hey, but I've been crucified, stabbed, cut, shot, drugged through the mud, everything that you just said. I'm telling you.
Hey, man.
They killed me for it. But like you said, I got to take care of the kids that are in my program.
And that's being
I can't worry about what you doing when you're gone, and I can't.
That's right. Because at the end of the
day, hold on. But they used to play for you.
Yeah.
But I understand that. But you don't get mad at me because what you're doing is what you're doing now. I can't sit here and say, well, let me call Coach Butts, see how many just use you guys example, but let me call Coach Butts, see how many points such had. Oh, well, yeah, this is I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man, but
it's a mess.
I'll tell you that. Go ahead, Kid.
No. Go ahead, Wes.
No, I was gonna jump a little bit, but you go ahead. Hold it right there.
The only thing I was gonna bring up was kind of what Cam was hitting on and Bus was hitting on, just from the standpoint of adversity, right? Jumping from side to side or wherever you jumping to. Why doesn't the basketball community I don't want to say accept adversity, but allow adversity to happen to help grow these young men and these young women in this process?
Because if Coach Butts got a 5-star and he want to leave and come to me, you think I'm going to turn him around and send him back to Coach Butts?
So is it the kids or it's the coaches?
It's both. But it boils down to what we said earlier. Who really makes the decision? No 16, 15-year-old kid ain't saying I want to go play for such and such, because who got driving them to practice?
Right. That's right. The kids just want what's bright and shiny.
Yeah.
Right.
That's at the end of the day, that's it.
Yeah.
But see, for me, what I tell kids, and I tell the people I train, go to a situation where you're gonna play. Because I'm not dogging any AAU program. Hey, if you're doing right by the kids and y'all ain't getting paid, man, I bless all y'all, because I was in that predicament, right? But these kids want to go sit on certain benches, just for, like Coach Butt said, for the shiny stuff, and you get some shoes. But it's like I tell a kid all the time too. All right, you getting ready to go to college, but you chose Duke. Okay, that's great. You chose Duke. But the only time I see you, play is when you come in the gym to train with me and when you got the Duke stuff on.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted? Or, because you got to be happy where you're at. Some of these people ain't happy, but they can't leave their situations because, like Tat said, their parents embarrassed. He can't leave this program and go here. Oh, my son went D2 from a D1, man. Everybody gonna be embarrassed by that. Mm-hmm. But lady, sir, he's still getting a degree.
Yeah. That's the bottom line. The biggest picture.
Yep.
It's free.
I agree.
But and what you got is you got some of these people out here playing dirty pool, because some of these parents ain't checking these stats on some of these programs, and they tell them they can do whatever they can do for their son or daughter, or whatever else like this. And we got this and we got that. We're gonna give you this and we're gonna do this. And then when their program has won, or maybe even they lost, and they bringing other kids in because they figure your son or daughter ain't good enough. Now you like, dang, we stuck. So we done, excuse my French, shitted on Coach Butts, or we done did the Warner Robin program. Now we want to come back.
Oh,
I
no.
got 12 other kids here now. So how can I take you back?
Now, you,
I want to help you. I can't.
let me cut y'all right there. Coach, I can promise you, and please see the seriousness in my face. They cannot come back to me. Does not mean I don't love them. Does not mean I don't love that kid, because I do. I love every single one that I am affiliated with. But there's this thing called life, and there's this thing called decisions, and you got to live with these decisions sometimes, and you don't live with it. If you decide to make that change, and I'm gonna give you all the blessings in the world, go handle it. Go handle it. And some of them, I even try to basically talk them out of it. Just let them try to let them see a different side of it. Like I told a kid a couple days ago. Sometimes it's good to be a big fish in a small pond,
Right.
as opposed to being a big fish in the ocean. How many times, Kuwait Reeves, have we seen a kid from this area or South Georgia hop out there on one of those in the ocean, and they was down here handling business, getting looks, the whole nine, and then they jump out there, and we ain't heard from them to this day. So the days of me just being like, man, I don't know no other way I'm not saving nobody else. I'm telling you, those days, like I'm so in tune to this loyalty thing now that I can't do it. I just can't do it. I gotta stay in tune with the ones that are with me. I just have to.
Yeah.
I got.
And like man, you talked about it a little earlier. I think you got the right idea, and I see Cam do it too, and I know Tat dibbing and dabbing with it. Plus, like I said, everybody up here right now going with the younger group and building them up. I think that's gonna be the way to go, because like with the older kids, it's just so much. I don't know. They like to call it resources, but they got so many different options, man.
Wait,
Versus,
what quantify the age group?
well, I would say, like fifth grade through maybe starting at, if you can start them fourth, fifth grade, I think you have a better chance of sustaining. Even though you might lose one or two here or there. But I think for the most part, you'll be able to keep the bulk of your group, because you can build a relationship with them. And then you start them from the developmental stages. Cam, I know you train a lot of young ones. I think Tat trying to do a third, fourth grade team this year. I was up at Southwest today watching Butts with his fifth grade group. I think that's going to be the way to go to kind of, alleviate some of this stuff about this jumping from the loyalty thing. Like I said, you'll lose one or two because, that's just the nature of it. But, in the big picture, man, I think that's going to be the way to go. Because when you build a relationship with them when they're younger, I think it means a little bit more. Like how you just said, Devin. He didn't want to leave his boys. Wacy was the same way. Could have played for anybody. They were calling this, that, and the other. But, man, I want to stay with, my guys. And so, and that comes from them playing together since they were 4.
Definitely.
Well, that goes back. Well, go ahead, Wacy.
Yeah, you back, Wes.
Oh, even with Nelson when he left, when he played with the Atlanta Express, Nelson called, "Hey, coach, I don't want to play with them no more." And there was that word, "I don't want to play with them no more. I want to play with y'all." All right, cool. Come on.
Yeah.
Rest is history. I mean, and I don't know, but I always go back to those days, because if you think about it, those days is, I think, and it's just me personally, I think those days catapulted us to where we are today.
Oh, definitely.
The state that we are today.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this though, man. It's not gonna. Everything that's going on is not gonna change until the people at the forefront in every state and the real basketball people all come together. Because see, we are one of the best basketball states in the country, right? But we got a lot of divide.
Yeah.
What if we all came together as a whole state of Georgia? Because for me, like, I hate this. Man, I love Locke and all them. I love y'all. I don't see any South Georgia, North Georgia, East Georgia, West Georgia. I see Georgia.
Right.
If I know a kid in Macon can play and the coach called me about it, I'm gonna say some good stuff about him. I'm not gonna try and put a kid on from Atlanta just because if I see a kid in Valdosta, like I'm gonna call a coach about this kid because I'm all about helping these kids.
Mm-hmm.
But see, because we have so much divide and conquer amongst us, it's not going to be right until we all get together.
Cam,
because,
where did that come from?
Because listen,
Where did that come from, Cam?
where does it come from? Egos, and everybody want to show who bigger than who in the rooms. But check this out. Because years ago everybody blamed AAU, and AAU coaches on what was going on with basketball, right? So then that started to change. Now it's trainers' fault, right? It's our fault. That's what everybody telling us. But I mean, in my training stuff, I'm teaching 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, being able to read and react, being able to shoot the basketball from a catch and shoot, or everything else like this. But everybody blaming somebody else until we can all come together and really help each other out. Because Coach Tat, Charles, KP, y'all got a great program. I can't watch y'all. I text Tat today. I seen it, and he asked me, "Hey, how you think we did?" I love everything you're running. You're doing right by these kids. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, oh, Tat and them. I call somebody else. Tat and them got a kid. They got Cam, the point guard. Hey, y'all need to scoop in on this kid because he can help the Georgia Stars or the Express or somebody. I'm not doing that.
Right.
But that's what some of us are doing. Some of these same people who shaking y'all hands and in y'all living rooms, drinking y'all drinks and eating y'all food, when they walk out of there, they are planning to snatch what you got.
Them DMs be popping, huh?
But Cam, you are 100% right. But it all boils down to that parent. If that parent is listening to all of that outside noise, what they say they can do and what they will do, and this, that, and the other, it ain't nothing you can do about it. But like Bud said, and Bud to tell you, I've always been like that.
Yeah.
You want to go? We'll see you later. Well, I'll let you. And that's it. But the thing that I have a problem with is you looking at three people here, really, and I mean it's all of us, but that's been doing this thing here in Middle Georgia for a long time. And me and Butts have kids that played with each other. Devin has played with me. Nelson and Cobus played with Butts.
Yep.
And so forth. But when you go and try to slander either one of our programs just to try to keep kids and this, that, and the other, and y'all haven't done what we've done or been where we've been or put kids where we put them at. Well, I ain't gonna say we put them there, but put them on. I tell you what, put them on the main floor.
Yeah, right.
And you still playing at the rec,
Yeah,
I take offense to that, and I hate that, man, and that's why I guess I get a lot of flack because I can't stand that stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna speak about it because I hate
let me
that, man.
Hey, let me tell you this, man. I'm gonna let all y'all know, all 5 of y'all on here. I have the utmost respect for y'all because one, y'all have done it for a long time, right? Now let me tell you, when I first met Wasey, I guess we were trying to feel each other out. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to feel each other out, trying to figure out, hey, is this dude cool? He cool. And I'm not really standoffish, but I can be really, really like, I'll look at you, get this look, and you like, oh, he ain't too happy. I can't talk to him. But that ain't that because I'm trying to let you in my space, but I'm trying to figure it out. So me and Wasey really came together one day. We was at Central Georgia Tech watching Georgia Highlands and them play. And Wasey sitting over there in the corner. You know how Wasey is. I'm like, man, he done been to the gym. We done talked a little bit, but I'm going to go over there and start talking to this dude. So we done dapped up, had a great conversation. Man, I walked out the gym, got in black car with him. I said, hey, man, that's a real solid dude. I can really rock with him because he understands the landscape of not only basketball, but life. I can really rock with him. From that day, Wasey had my respect. You're not going to be in no room and say nothing about Wasey to me because I'm going to let you know. Nah, you could, whatever beef you got with him, whatever, but that dude is about these kids and helping out, right? Charles, Tat, KP, y'all did nothing for me but invite me to love what y'all had going on. And we down there at CB thing, we talking, chopping it up. I'm like 3 good brothers. Coach Butts, I've been around you, seen you, watch you coach. You ain't had no conversation like that, whatever like that. But I have respect for you because what you doing and what you still doing with some of the stuff you had going on. So what I can say is that's what I want for us as basketball, the so-called we are some of the gatekeepers of this game in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to be able to tell each other stuff like that because some guys ain't telling other guys, hey man, I love what you doing. I'm trying to help you out or whatever else like this. They too busy trying to stab you in the back.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
When it's all about these y'all trying to do.
It's great. But how can I say anything bad about Cam Daly? Because like you just said, we've seen each other in passing. I know truly what you do because I see it and I believe in it and I agree with it.
Appreciate it.
So when somebody that doesn't understand that or for whatever reason does not agree with something that you are doing or something you say or whatever, how can I jump on board with that? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that. And I always say this: any coach, and there's a lot of us, and I'm saying us. I'm talking to fraternity. There's a lot of us that don't do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do it the right way. But at the end of the day, I'll give them a little credit because to do what we do, it takes a lot, man.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. And there's a lot of us in it for the wrong reasons. There's a lot of us getting paid off of it. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. It is. They get a little credit from me just for dealing with kids. Now, I probably better stop right there because I'm going to say this. What I can't stand though, what I can't stand is like stop using these kids, man. Stop opening the gym or opening a gym, charging a kid or a team to come in and play. Say that you got a league that they're playing in when you know damn well that all you doing is playing pick. Stop perpetrating us, man. Because you can using it. You can. Every kid can't play this game, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Every kid can't play, but every kid can have an opportunity to find out what they do best and then go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop putting in these kids' heads that they are basketball player when they in the 10th and 11th grade and they can't even dribble with their left hand. Stop talking about you got a league over here for these kids and making them think they got a chance. It goes on right here in Middle Georgia. It goes on right here in Middle Georgia. You got a league, and you talking about it's a league. Y'all know it's a league. These kids don't stand a chance. They don't have a chance. But we perpetrating the fraud. We getting $500 and $600 and $700 to $800 from these kids' parents for whatever reason. If they can pay it, they can pay it. I mean, I wish they helped me sponsor some of this stuff I got going on with that money, but they want to do that, do it. But stop, man. Let's stop, y'all. It's gotta stop. I had a tryout. I'm telling y'all, I'm on one. I had a tryout in Millersville, my hometown, at my old high school a couple weeks ago. I was disappointed. Now, does that mean it wasn't some kids in there that have a chance? No, it doesn't mean that. It was some kids in there that can play. Out of all those kids, and I'm gonna say it was 30, I think. I don't remember. It might have been 2 from my hometown. Might have been, right? But what I get from the naysayers, the Hill crew, the damn the BSers in the streets, the street committee, what I get is, but you from down here, and you a few years ago, several years ago, you stopped even getting talent from down here. That's what I get. That's what I hear. You don't even come back home to try to get none of these kids to play on your team. Okay, let me show you why. I have a trial down there 2 weeks ago. I might have had 2 Baldwin County kids. Might have. I don't even. All the talent they just lost. What, yesterday?
Final Four.
Final Four. They just lost, right? I understand why some of them wasn't there, but my phone ain't ringing off the hook. With them kids calling and say, "Hey, coach, we ready now." I understand they didn't come because I wouldn't even want them to be there because they still playing. I get that.
Yeah.
But I ain't got. But you sit around and you say, yeah, his program too big for Baldwin County. No, it ain't too big for Baldwin County. I'm here now. So it's crazy, man. It's just, that's why I'm telling you, I give like everybody on this panel and these guys that's coaching these kids, man, I give them so many props, and God keep blessing us, man, because it's what we go through. They don't understand, man. They just don't.
Hey, Coach Butts, we're gonna stick with you for a minute, man. So you kind of rebranded, right?
Yep.
Let's talk about that a little bit. You're bringing back and you're making and putting Devin's memory and moving forward, man. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Really with me, it was a no-brainer. I mean, he gave a lot, man. He gave a lot. There's a lot of backstories, but Devin, when I started that particular group, they were all 5th graders. Devin was 4th. So he always played up. And he got it worse than anybody. Tat, you know that. He got it worse than anybody. And there were games he didn't even play. I had people calling me saying, "Man, you crazy. That's your son. He don't even get to play." I walk up to his room door when we would go to the hotels. I hear the kids in there getting all over him. "Man, this your daddy team. You don't even get to play." You know how hard it was for me not to knock on that door? It was tough, man. But he endured all that. So not only did he do that, but he became a very good basketball player. And with me, to me, it was a no-brainer, but I took it a step forward. I asked some of our alumni, some of the guys that they're going off to college, Cam, Ty Fagan, Kobe, that ran with us, and of course he was one of Robin's All-Star. I contacted a bunch of these kids and I just asked them, what do y'all think about that? And they were all on board. Man. So like I said, it was kind of a no-brainer. And it rejuvenated me because I've always been one of those tough, get in your face, cuss you out coaches. And then I tell you I love you, the next minute. That's just how I am with these kids. So like I said, man, it was a no-brainer. It rejuvenated me because now I'm rebuilding myself. I can start that over again. I was telling Wasey, that's why I'm starting 5th grade now. Like it's let's go back to our roots. Let's go back and get these kids and let's call them family. And let's tell them we love them all the time. And let's tell these parents, hey, we family. You buy water for one, you buy water for the other 10. Stuff like that. And let's try to bring these kids all the way up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are. The support has just been, oh my gosh, man. Y'all can't even imagine. Like, support has been just outrageous. So each of these teams, I think we'll run with 6 teams this time. Each one of them has seen me, you know, in person,
Right.
I'll know you only gonna play one way. In remembrance of him, we only gonna play one way.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't play that one way, then you won't be around.
Yeah.
You not wear this name if you're not gonna play that one way. And that's we gonna play hard. And the only way you get, and I told them I didn't tell the fifth graders that today, but I told the other groups, I said, look, anything you want in life, you got to go through one thing, and that's hard. That's HARD. It's no way around it. It's no way. You got to go through it. You can't go around it. You can't go left. You can't go. If you want something, you got to go through hard.
Right.
So be ready to go through hard. That just is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. So, man, that's where we are with that. Like I said, the supporters has been, man, it's been so crazy. Like, I mean, from everybody. I'm getting, I've been getting some calls from some college coaches that I hadn't talked to in a while. They want to know what we're working with. You know, it's just been crazy. It's just been crazy. So we're going to keep doing it. We're going to do it the right way, though. We're going to do it the right way. And, you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Y'all see me over there spitting and acting food and shit.
No, man, I think that's wonderful. I'm happy for you.
Appreciate
you know what I mean, and I'm glad you've been able to kind of get back into some I won't say normalcy, but kind of get back into something, but still having Devin right there with you.
Yeah, no doubt. It's helping me
in that sense. Yeah, man. So I'm excited to see you guys play this summer. And you know, hopefully be able to match up with some of your groups, and just go all out, man.
Hold on, coach. Hold on. I gotta stop you right there. We not playing, y'all. We not playing wasting them. I'm telling you now. If they line it up, I'm shooting it down. I'm telling you that. And then I'm gonna call y'all and laugh about it. So just get ready.
Hey, well, you know, Wasey putting on a tournament down here, coach.
Man, I told my coach, my field grade, the guy that's gonna coach my group, Quinn Spivey.
Yeah,
a really, really good player. Played at Southwest, and he's like, man, he's perfect for this group. Like, he was a godsend because he really contacted me and asked me about it. Like, coach, you ever thought about a fifth grade group? I'm like, yeah, I always think about it, but I don't, like, it's hard for me to, like, I'm so big on integrity that it's hard for me to, like, with a fifth grade group, man, that person got to be on point because I got to be able to sleep, man, because, you know, but anyway.
Yeah.
Man, he's young. He's enthused about it. He's got a son that's really good. So today I was telling him, we was talking about his schedule, and we was talking about some tournaments, and I said, you know, you do know about Wasey's tournament, right? He's like, when is it? And I said, I 23rd, whatever, whenever.
Oh, hold on, coach. This is what we would call in the business a transition. Right?
Hey,
the Heart of Georgia Classic.
I
on the radar collaboration.
I promise.
With who?
It's on the schedule. And
April 8th.
Because the minute I said it,
April 13th and 14th.
April, that's right. Cody walked over there and Cody was like, and then I thought about it. I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it. Because I told Wasey today when he came over, I said, yeah, we with you. We there.
Yeah. And why you said that, man, shout out to Coach Cody.
No doubt. That's my guy.
He's a genuine dude.
That's my guy.
He speaks very highly.
Every
time I see him, he's genuine, comes over and speaks. We have a good conversation. And he's loyal. He's a loyal supporter of what you got going on. And I think you know, right-hand guy to have with you, coach.
My guy, man.
Yeah.
I love that boy. I love him. But yeah, so we in. But I'm telling you now, Wasey, you start that crap if you want to. I don't want to see no Warner Robins, nothing on my and no Middle Georgia families, nothing. Cam, if you send us some groups down here, it go for you too.
I ain't sending nobody down.
Not seen.
Hey, listen, I'll be in the building on Sunday though. I'm coming down for that concert Saturday night.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Speaking
But nah,
of
man,
that, Cam. Speaking of that, we got another transition.
Okay, I like this.
Yeah, right. So this Saturday, Coach Black
Yep.
has his camp down here, his annual camp that he's been having down here in Macon.
Yep.
So and from what I understand, man, you kind of conversating. You'll be there working that camp again.
Yep.
So this Saturday, so if you haven't signed up already, Coach Corey Black has an annual that he holds down here during the finals weekend, the high school GSHA finals weekend down here in Macon that he holds over at a. So
yeah, it's gonna be good. For them kids who coming, man, drink your water and everything. Be ready because we got some stuff for you.
Yeah,
and we're gonna run it like it's a college practice. So you better be ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Black too. He won this year, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he did, man. Yeah. He got a lot of. Hey, listen, the girls and the boys, man. Him and BT, they both.
That's what's up.
So they party, man. We might not even see Black on Saturday, man. He still might be partying.
Hey, Wazer. I'm getting some of that stuff. Never mind. I take that back.
Black on one, man. He be prepared and ready, man.
Hey, that's a side joke, y'all. It wasn't that major though.
Hey, Cam, you got something coming up too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on March 30th up here in Atlanta, man, I'm doing a thing called the workout, man. And I'm doing invite only. 48 kids. I ain't trying to have 90 million kids in the gym because that ain't fair to everybody. It ain't fair to these coaches. I already got like 17, 18 coaches confirmed. D2, D3, NAI, and JUCO. So it's going to be from 10 to 2. I sent out invites, and if y'all got some kids, whatever, it's $75 to come up, but it's from 10 to 2. And I mean, it's going to be if 24 and 25 kids, if you don't get a bite or somebody in there to say something to you, man, it ain't on me, it's on you, because there's gonna be coaches in there. And
right.
We're gonna do
I was gonna say Tat didn't use our transition word because we would transition into all of these things in chronological order. But go ahead.
Y'all got to go backstage.
Yeah, you can't talk about it.
I mean, it's for me, man. Where I'm at in Alpharetta, up there in my gym, man. It's a lot of talent up there, but I didn't do it just for them.
Right.
I did it for kids all in the Metro Atlanta area. And I mean, KP, you signed your son up and stuff too. Just come up here, which I think is a good look because being somewhere different. But like I told the kids straight up, I've always been on the train with C Black, me and him together with the D Free. So I'm not trying to, kid, you going to Georgia Tech or somewhere. I'm trying to have, and I told all the college coaches they get in for free. I ain't charging them nothing. I'm even gonna feed them. So that makes them want to come in, and all they gotta do is they get a packet. They just gotta do their job. I think it's gonna be good. And then something I'm doing too is I kind of took a page out of Black Book, where after we get done with working out, we start playing 5-on-5 games. It's gonna be a double elimination tournament.
Okay.
So, you got to learn how to play the basketball the right way. If not, you lose your first 2 games, you done for the day. See you later.
Yeah.
So it ain't
like the old school, like the old days.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what, man, Bus, you said something right there, man. So this is my transition on that. For all you 30-year-old to 18, 19-year-old men out here in the world, start going back to these gyms, man, and playing with these young kids, man. Make them understand the game of basketball. Because I was brought up in gyms and outdoor courts where it was like 60, 70 people, and if we didn't play the right way and lost, we probably weren't getting back on.
You weren't gonna get back on there. That's right.
And see, we yell and we get mad at these kids, but they don't play enough with adults to understand hard fouls, understanding scoring time, understanding how to get the best shot available for your team to win.
Right.
I think everybody just wants to hey, my team lost by 20, but I had 30.
Yeah.
Right.
But Cam, a lot of these kids that I've seen don't want to play against older kids. They'd rather play against somebody younger or their age than play against somebody that's older.
Hey, Tat, you ready for my answer to that?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
All right. Who can drive them to the gym?
You're right.
A parent. Guess what? My dad dropped me off at the gym, and he told me I'll be back about 3 o'clock. So if you get beat up, if your team loses, whatever happens, that just happens inside the gym. You come to the car, get in the car, and go home. That taught me toughness.
And then most of the time at 3 o'clock, he came in the gym mad at you because you wasn't ready to go.
Yep.
Bingo.
Same thing with us. It was the same.
Hey,
We played twice.
hey.
We played at 10 in the morning and 4:30 in the evening. We played twice a day. Most of the time, we took 1 or 2 people with us so that when we signed that paper, we could play together. Because we knew if we lost, you might as well go and stand outside because you ain't getting back out there.
Yep.
All right, man. But we all sitting on here know a bunch of today's kids don't care about losing.
Yeah, that's true.
About getting me.
They don't care about losing. Like you said, I had 30. What y'all do? But we lost by 50.
But Tat, check this out. When they playing pickup ball, man, just get a couple of girls in there, man. They gonna play hard with them girls in there looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I know one ain't going though. Kayla Rose Brooks won't be in there.
But that's how we came up and that's how we learned. And I think the older dudes taught us how to play and get bumped on and beat up. So when we started going back to our high schools and playing and getting touched on by kids our age, it was very simple for us to play this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Cam, the other thing was there's no plays called in that, right? You playing. You better move. You better do all of these things. If you take a shot, you damn sure better get back on defense.
And you better not dribble that ball 90 million times because if I come off this down screen and I'm open, you don't kick it to me, man. I'm gonna slap you on the way back down the court.
Yeah, I got something to say. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What they need to learn.
And your man better not score the game-winning basket.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But that's
partners and drove together because you're gonna hear about that the whole ride.
Yeah.
You might not get that ride. They might tell you to catch an Uber or call you. You ain't getting a call with me, man. You lost this game, man. We gotta go home.
Hey, I give you that file. Check it up.
Look at Coach T.
Coach T.
Yeah, Coach T, y'all were playing against the guys.
Great job to the home girl. Great job this season. Great job. I'm glad you wasted a long.
So I mean, it's just a lot of factors we dealing with right now in the game of basketball.
Yeah.
And
but how do we get back to like so I'm telling you something I noticed today, and they're young. These kids were 5th graders, so I mean, you know, it is what it is. But even with the 10th grade and 11th grade trials, I saw kids that couldn't go left. You know, I saw kids that could do a step back, but if it wasn't on the right side of the floor, it wasn't a step. On the left side, it's a step up. On the right side, it's a step back. You know, it's ugly on the left side.
Well,
I probably know who he was.
let me ask you this, right? Let me ask the panel, right? So is so much put on being the next big thing that we're skipping steps in development?
100%.
That goes a little bit on us. I'm gonna take some of the brunt, but y'all ain't gonna beat me up now. But I'm gonna tell you what. I'm not mad, or I don't get mad at anybody out here training, just like y'all don't get mad at anybody out here doing their thing with AAU and everything. But some of these guys are out here trying to get as much money as they can and fill their pockets.
Yeah.
I can't stand to watch a 2nd or 3rd grade kid work on Snake Chris Paul to a step back when he don't even know how to pass the basketball off of a jump stop or a pivot.
100%.
And what I know is me as a trainer, I'm going to teach you the fundamental parts. But parents, whoever you training with, you got to get them a couple months. Because like I've told y'all before, if you're going to 5 and 6 different trainers in a week, you are taking a frame of a car and putting so many different parts in that car where that kid don't know what to do when he come down the court because 6 different trainers told him something else to do. He might try Euro step. He might try going over the top and finger rolling this way. He might try anything because he don't know and hasn't been developed on that.
Cam, I don't mean to cut you off, brother, but I need to ask this question, right? And you just brought up a point, and we were having a conversation previously, but do you as a trainer, does the mentality or the maturity is probably a better word, the maturity of the kid, does that come into a training plan? Right?
Yeah.
So understanding a kid may have a lot of pressure on them, or just mentally they're not there yet. Physically, they may be, X, Y, and Z physically. But mentally, you as a trainer, you're realizing like, this kid ain't there yet to put all of these things together. So let's slow this process down to build this basketball IQ and all of these things as well.
So let me tell you this. If you walk in a gym and I got a 6'10" kid doing all this guard work, and then your 4th grade, I got a 6'10" kid who's in 12th grade. And then your 4th grade son comes in there, and I got him doing the same exact workout this 6'10" kid was doing. That's a problem.
Right.
You got to be able to see what each individual player has and what they need work on. So you got to tailor around that. You also, as a trainer, got to start going to some of these games.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, what I do too, I tell the kid, either give me your coach's number or you go talk to your coach in the off season, figure out what you need to work on, and bring that back to me so we can have a plan. Because if you're not going to catch the ball on the wing and do all these step backs, and he wants you to dribble 3 times and go behind the back and finish, if your coach wants you to work on a pin down all summer and we're going to catch and shoot that thing to death so you look better to get yourself a scholarship, that's what we're going to work on.
Right.
I don't care how boring you think it is. I'm helping you get to the next level. And that's what I'm saying. We all need to get on the same page because I hate the disconnect. High school coaches don't like some of the AAU coaches. They don't talk. AAU coaches don't like some of the trainers. They don't talk. Trainers don't talk to the high school coach. So we're all running backwards because we're not helping each other out. Because if Coach Butt's got a kid who he's telling me can't go left, Cam, he's going to come train with you. I need you to have him going left. I'm going to have him going left the whole summer.
Right.
I'm not going to have him work on his right hand and figure out all stuff with his right and making everything pretty and sexy. It's a lot of in the basketball community, period. It's a lot of YouTube people. It's a lot of coaches who want their face in the videos and they want to do stuff with a microphone on, talking about how they coach. And it's very funny to me when you see them regularly coaching. They don't say too much, but they got the microphone on, boy. They talking like they Pat Riley or somebody. You got a lot of guys.
Or they ain't coaching at all.
Yeah, that too. Because some of these guys ain't coming in with a clipboard. That blows my mind. I don't know how you drawing the plays for these kids on the fly if you ain't got a clipboard. So then you got trainers who bring these guys in, and I'm gonna let you up on game. Some of these trainers who are having guys on film, they got these guys on film for a reason because they give them free workouts just to have film to get another kid to come in there. And ain't nothing wrong with that, but like it's your hustle. I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
But until you get on the same thing, like my pro guys who come home in the summertime, I talk to them about we're going to do this whole summer because that's going to add 2 or 3 seasons on top of your game. Yeah, you're great at pull-ups, but now we got to extend your range. You're great at these screens, but now maybe we got to get something to your back to the basket. So we got to get back to, and the parents got to understand that and see that vision.
Yeah.
They want to walk into a gym and see sexy, and that's what they want to see. Then my gym ain't the gym you need to come to because we're not going to do all the sexy stuff. We might get it every now and then, but we're going to do a lot of fundamental stuff, working on your footwork, working on how to read this, working on bounce pass, the chest pass, over the head, all that stuff. We're working on that.
Yeah, getting back to basics, man, because it's not. Well, it's just not. It's not, and it's scary. It's scary when you got to hold your breath when a kid's taking the ball out of bounds. You got to hold your breath because you ain't confident enough in him to know that he can even pass the ball in bounds.
But you hold your breath. But
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like, dude, like again, I respect everybody that works with these kids. So you never gonna hear me say, "Damn, your high school coach ain't teaching you that," or "Your such and such ain't teach." You never gonna hear me say that, man.
Hey, but you may not say the last part, but you were saying, "Damn."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but it's even like y'all talking about. So look at the bus. Y'all got fifth grade teams and all that, right? Fourth grade teams. So this for me. All right. If I got a fifth grade team and okay, we pressing the team and man, we up 32-7.
come on, man.
I'm not gonna press no more. I'm gonna come back because guess what? When you play a team that beats that press and your kids don't know how to play help side defense or they don't know how to play defense at all, who are you hurting more? The kids. Because
Right.
like Tad said earlier, these kids don't know help side defense. These kids don't know terminology. They don't know, okay, I'm the switch right now. Or they don't even know how to talk to each other about it. Hey,
Right.
you got a screen coming, right? We're gonna switch this or
Yeah.
because everybody wants to win. And it's more notches under my belt with winning than it is with teaching these kids the correct way. Because hey, I can take an ass whooping. If my kids are getting better, I
Yeah.
don't mind losing because at the end of the day, like I tell my kids, I call timeout. Don't look at that score. Who got better today? Did they because they were pressing you the whole game, or did you because you were learning stuff?
Right. Right. No, I totally agree with that. I totally agree.
I agree. I agree with it too, 100%. But again, Cam, these parents, see you getting these parents. It all goes back to these parents because the minute what you're teaching is 100% right. 100%, everything you said 100% right. But the minute you start losing and this, that, and the other, oh, them parents gonna want to jump to a team that's winning. That's the day and age that we are living in right now.
Well, yeah.
So why does
100%.
so we went from the age of playing for trophies, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went away from that because it got so bad because so many coaches would cheat, would have
Mm-hmm.
kids that are 2 years older playing back 2 years, or however you want to. I know what I'm saying.
And they still doing that.
Still doing it to this day.
Right. So we went from playing for trophies because that's what was going on. Everybody was cheating to get that dang piece of whatever trophy, which is a dust collector anyway. But everybody wanted those, so we say, okay, now we playing for exposure, right? We playing for exposure. Hell, it's gotten even worse.
well,
It's
I
worse.
think the exposure is getting confused, Coach
Yeah.
Butts. I think the exposure is getting confused with the highlight.
Oh my God, man.
The exposure piece is getting confused with a highlight. Hey, let me go out here and do this step back, pull up, in and out, whatever, so I can get this highlight. Versus getting exposure to get recruited. I think the recruiting part is now the last part.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like I said, we went from the whole trophy thing to now. It was like, okay, let's play for exposure. Like, and that's something I preach with all these teams. Like, except of course the younger boys. I mean, you gotta put them in these tournaments, man, where they can try to win something.
Something. Right.
Fourth and fifth and sixth grade. If you come to me talking on the half, because I ain't even trying to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about no kid in no fifth grade that's ranked. I don't want to hear nothing about that. I'm just telling you, I ain't buying it. So the whole exposure thing, it's gotten to the point now, man, where, like you said, it's just for show. Like it's just for show. And if you ain't got a good trainer that's telling these kids, like basketball is situational.
Bingo.
You don't sit around and say, okay, all right, so we play the Warner Robin All-Stars today. So the first time I touch that rock, I'm gonna do a in and out, and then I'm gonna do a step back. It don't work like that. It's situational. Like these things, you train with Cam Daly so that these things hit you at the right time of the game.
You
It's
react.
instinct. It's instinctive. It ain't. Yeah, I'm shit, man. I can't wait to try what Cam showed me yesterday. But we just getting away from, bro. It's so bad now. Like I look at kids, I say, why in the hell did you not just go straight to the basket? Why did you have to put that extra, whatever the hell that was you did? You allowed the defense to catch up with you.
Oh my God.
He
But,
teaching you that.
boy, what kills me is they get wide open, a wide open lane, get by the man, and then stop
Man,
and let the man catch up and then try to go by him.
it makes no sense. We were doing the trials today. Coach Spivey stopped the kids and say, he said, hey guys, look, come to a jump stop and lay the ball up.
Yep.
Because they they've been watching TV so much.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you should have seen some of this shit. I can't even do no more. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? He's like, look, just come up. Let's jump stop. Let me see y'all jump stop. At least from a jump stop, you get a stronger base so you can shoot the ball up and put the ball in the square and put it in the basket.
Hey, you know what they're working on now too? Oh man, I'm about to get me some boxing gloves. My gym soon. They working on that slow step that Joker and Luca be doing.
Mm-hmm.
That going through the lane, that last little slow step. Man, I got 4th and 5th graders trying that. I said, man,
Ain't even strong enough to do nothing.
and don't even understand how they're gonna call that at the younger level. These guys get away with that in the NBA.
Oh, that's right. They're gonna call that a travel all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just shoot the ball and kick your leg out. Dude, do you not know the principles of a jump shot? You go up, you come down in the same spot. You follow through. Learn that first.
Yeah, and that's because we watch ESPN so much.
Exactly.
We watch the highlights.
LeBron is 6'8", 200 and whatever pounds, 60. He's strong as a Mack truck. He can shoot the ball and kick his leg.
Yeah.
It's no problem for him. But you sitting up here, you 6'3", 100.1 pounds wet, and you think you can shoot the ball consistently because you're gonna hit one here and here every now and then. You're gonna hit one of them. That's what screws them up, because they hit one every now and then they ain't got somebody saying, hey, look, you shot 2 for 13.
Yeah. So that brings up another point. Where does efficiency come in anymore?
Shoot, let's talk about how many people can really read a stat sheet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's talk about why we ain't talked about nobody playing no defense. Everything that we talked about.
Dad, what'd you say? What word is that?
Man, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't know that word.
Hey, they don't make no highlight tapes on defense.
Mm-mm.
I spoke with a college coach, and I'm gonna leave his name private. But I was talking about a kid that has since left my program, and we were having a heart-to-heart about him, and I'm not lying to y'all, having a heart-to-heart about the kid. And I told the kid, he got a lot of stuff he need to work on, but I think that he's a low major, low Division I kid. You know what he told me? That's no lie. He said my bench players are mid-major to high major kids. My bench players, and they can't even start. So when a kid that I'm pitching for to go to school can't dribble. He can't dribble enough times to get to the basket or get his shot off. He don't stand a chance.
Mhm.
And he told me, he said, man, you got to understand what we got sitting in there in practice every day. It makes
Hey,
so
so,
much.
so yeah, so check this out. All these schools, no matter what the level we have in Georgia, how many of these kids really go to them games to watch them and understand? Because let me tell you something. I took my son's 16. I took him to watch Edward Waters and Morehouse. I went to support Huff. And we sat right on the floor watching the game. Man, we got ready to leave after the game was over. My son looked at me and said, that game was fast, and they ain't called a whole lot of fouls. Wow. I didn't know it was like that at Division II.
Oh, yeah.
Because these kids don't have a reality on, but go to a JUCO game, go to a D2 game, go to an NAIA game, and watch and see and understand. Some of them kids y'all worshipped are playing at those levels, and they are very, very good at that level, or they might not even be playing like you said.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's a different landscape now, and we don't even want to talk about JUCO.
Oh man, it's man world in that boy.
You better bring it. That's all I can tell you. You better bring it. You go to JUCO. You better bring it. It is serious.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
very much so. And I hey, listen, and like I told you, my freshman year, I won a national championship. I was in the Panhandle. So, Tallahassee, Pensacola, Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
I went to Oglesby, which is now Northwest Florida. We lost 9 games that year. We lost 6 in conference because you played everybody 3 times. Man, we went to nationals, man. It was a joke because Florida got us prepared, man. Florida, Texas, and Kansas. If you go to JUCO, period. But if you go to Florida, Texas, or Kansas,
yep,
man, it can make or break you.
I agree. I totally.
I know you said Morehouse earlier. Man, listen. I think it was Morehouse. I went and watched them play. They played Georgia Tech in an exhibition.
Yep, they did.
And let me tell you, it wasn't until the last 4.5 minutes that Georgia Tech pulled away. Because I was sitting there looking like, damn, Morehouse finna beat them, are gonna have a chance. And I told my wife then, I said, man, that Morehouse team, tough, right? I job you not probably the following week when they opened the season up, they came and beat Mercer.
Yeah.
They came and beat Mercer. And I said, I knew it, because I could tell how they were playing Georgia Tech. I knew they were going. Now I don't know how their season ended up, but I knew from watching them in the exhibition, like, hey, these dudes pretty tough.
Yeah, I think they won the West, and then Clark, I think, won the East or something like that. But the tournament this week coming up in Savannah.
Okay.
But like, dog, they long. So let me tell you, Huff was up 38-31 at halftime. My daughter wanted to go to the concession stand, so I took her to the concession stand. Now Morehouse is silent. Next thing you know, we in line at the concession stand, man. It just going crazy. And I'm like, man, what in the world going on? Man, we walked back in, man. Huff and them was losing 46-35. And 8 minutes had already went. Hey, man, that man put all his length in there, and they got this kid from, I think, Drew somewhere, the freshman, light-skinned kid, about 6'7".
Yes.
They put top in that 1-3, man. Huff and them couldn't do none with that, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, they are very, very, very good. And my son was like, hey, I did not know they played basketball like this at the D2 level. I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's serious. It's serious.
Yeah.
It's serious, man. The landscape has changed, man. It's hey, the levels, they almost extinct now.
Well, it's the transfer portal kind of leveling it out because a lot of the guys don't pan out at D1 going down and so forth and so on. But man, I was trying to say something earlier, but I guess my volume or something messed up when y'all was talking about exposure. So my question is this: like, with the climate in the culture of the recruiting and stuff like that, the way it is now. And I think now they're getting it to where you can transfer more than one time without penalty.
It's like 3. It's up to 3 now, right?
So my question is, who are we exposing them to now because of the way they're being recruited?
Yeah.
So are we exposing them to the high majors, or I mean, what are we exposing them to? Because we know that they're gonna recruit portal first, and then high school you're gonna have to damn near be a McDonald All-American.
Yep.
So for some of the independent programs or the programs that ain't necessarily quote unquote shoe sponsored, who are we exposing them to now?
That's a good question.
So and kind of to piggyback on Wasey's question there, is that why that live period was moved? That first live period moved to May. So once they come out of the March Madness type of thing, then they got that time to kind of look at the portal to kind of do what they do before they go look at that live period to figure out what they want to do. As college coaches.
But I mean, like, the decline has been happening, and if you go to some of these tournaments, and even during the live period, you're kind of seeing the decline in coaches coming in there at them high levels.
Yeah.
If you remember last summer when Ewing was at Georgetown, he flew down for Peach Jam one day, and then he went back because they had a recruit on campus. They were trying to get in the portal. So him and his staff flew back to Georgetown. They ain't even stay for Peach Jam because that's just the level everybody you're going in the portal. And I mean, you can't be mad at some of these schools because what do they have to do? They got to win to feed their family.
Yeah.
You know, so and a lot of these high school kids are like my son said, I didn't even know it was this fast. Like the game is so much faster. The game is so much more physical. If you don't understand the terminology, if you don't understand how to get your shot off quick, if you don't understand playing defense, the word Tat said earlier that most people don't know, because you got to get stops. If you in Cameron Indoor Stadium and you ain't getting no stops, Duke about to beat you to a drum.
Virginia, right?
I'm looking at the dudes who understand that and know that. And if you're really looking at it, in me right now in the climate, what I'm going to do, if I'm on the mid to low major level and it's a little bit of season in there, but I got a D2 that's going to let me come in and ball out, I'm signing with that D2. And I'm going to kill my freshman year. And guess who I'm going to get phone calls from? Higher than I was.
High major.
Yes.
High major's going to start calling me. Now, should I take the high major? I don't know, because look at AJ White.
Boy, you took the words out of my mouth, man.
Yeah, look at AJ White. And for me, I love AJ. I don't know if I leave North Georgia because I'm going to be maybe the school's all-time leading scorer. I'm going to be an All-American. I'm going to be a player of the year in that conference. And guess what European teams and everybody look at?
Oh, yeah.
They look at your stats.
Yeah.
They don't look at where you went to school at. If the boy can score the ball, he can score the ball. That boy might come out of North Georgia and get him a 6-figure contract overseas somewhere.
He will. That's right.
But I know they blowing the dough down trying to get him mid.
Boy, they killing him, boy. And if he takes one of those, and let's say he ends up at we'll use Wofford, right? He ends up at Wofford. Coach loves him, everything. He goes in there, and all of a sudden the coach gets fired. So it's a new guy comes in.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of screwed because AJ ain't my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to transfer again somewhere else and figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a hit or miss for some of these dudes. But like I saw like a 6'9" white kid put his name in the portal the other day at a D3, I think. And he got like Baylor and all them calling for him already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Porter, man, I'm telling you, like high school kids, like even on the travel ball scene, like it's different. Like 4 or 5 years ago when the Nelsons and the Colbys and even with Wasey, I think Wasey's group was the last group to kind of have a regular. Yeah. After that, it's been like a transfer portal, man. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Then some of these dudes playing 5 and 6 years, bro. Like
you saw the dude who got the 9th year cleared?
Nah.
9th year.
It's a dude who it's either his 8th or 9th year. He got it cleared by the NCAA. He done been to 7 different schools too.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like these high school kids better like.
So
I'm like you.
let me
They better
ask
look
you.
at that. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
and no. Wait, and kind of to your point, and to what Cam is talking about. So is the process? Is the process different? Is the process maybe go lower to try to get film right and get your stats up, and then to go potentially see what options you got coming out at that point?
I would
Is that
say
what the process turning into?
I wouldn't necessarily say, I would say go with what you got. Like
Right,
don't
right.
be sit
First of all,
yeah,
right, yeah.
yeah. Don't sit around and say, well, I'm gonna wait to see what else comes because what else probably ain't coming.
It ain't
Right.
coming.
Yeah, yeah. You go with what you got, and then that's your reality. Then you go make the best of that, and then you see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with that. If you blessed enough and capitalize that word, if you're blessed enough to receive an offer, 1, 2, or whatever, however many, you better hurry up and you better make a decision.
Yeah.
And you better stick to that decision. You better tell them people you love them. You better sign it, and then you better go from there because they are far and few.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly, especially if if a D2 offer these days.
Man, I don't
I
care who
mean,
they better.
no. And I know that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You think about it. A D2 offer is almost equivalent to a Division One offer right now.
Ain't no almost.
In the land. What I'm saying in the landscape of it.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree with you. I totally agree with you. That's what I'm saying. If you blessed enough to get one, let's rock and roll with it. Like Wasey said, you sit around here talking about, oh man, I know I'm gonna get another one. Nah, you don't know that. Your mama don't know that. Your daddy don't know that. Your high school coach don't know that. Nobody know that. You better be happy with that. High school is tough right now.
Mhm.
It is tough. That's why I'm telling you. I'm telling parents at these tryouts. I'm telling parents, what I do is put your son on the scene.
Yep.
That's all I can do. I put him on the scene, give him tools, and the tools with me are teaching him to play the right way, having him on a team where it ain't 15 people,
Mhm.
so he can get the
There you go.
minutes that he needs to be able to show what he can do.
Mhm.
And then the rest of it, we're gonna be on our knees praying to God because
That's right.
it's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I mean, it's just I don't see it getting any better until like the 2029, 2030 class. Tell you the truth, for me.
Yeah, it's
But
tough,
yeah,
man.
AJ will be coming around a couple years after that. So
It'll be together.
yeah, hopefully he'll have his stuff together. Hopefully.
Man, this probably another subject for another day. But I just see Cam. I believe around that time, I think, man, we amateurism gonna be gone, brother.
Yeah,
With all this money and NILs and all this other stuff that's coming into play, man. It damn near to me when you make it unlimited transferring and NIL deals, the way they got all these collectives and all that, man, that damn near like free agency, man, in a way.
but wait, so you know what I think they're really going to do though? I think these Power Fives are going to break away from the NCAA and do their own thing, and everybody else going to be out of luck and everything because they're going to take them TV deals with them.
Yeah.
They're going to do an East and West like the NBA almost, and you figure it out for everybody else. Because I mean, you looking at they the ones making the money.
Yeah.
So if football and basketball break away from the NCAA, and like you said, amateurism, NIL deals, and all that stuff, and they get a TV deal with ESPN or ABC or something like that, the heck with everything else. What rules we living by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in you guys' opinion, does that help or hurt?
That's going to hurt everybody else.
It hurts.
It kills other programs because if you in a conference where you guys are sharing money, and let's just say, let's use the SEC right now, right? And they're a Power 5 conference, but I don't know who's at the bottom of the SEC right now, right? But when they go to bowl games and everything, they put all this money in the pot and they kind of divvy it up for the whole conference. But let's say 10 of these SEC teams go to these Power 5 conference, and you got like an Ole Miss or somebody or Arkansas who's left out and don't got the money. how they getting revenue for their other programs that are in the red when basketball and football are in the green.
Right.
They're out of luck.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right. So let me kind of rephrase that. So NIL has NIL while it was player empowerment, right? Have we not adjusted to it the right way? Has it not been adjusted to the right way? Has it hurt the game? How do you guys see how NIL has come in to be a positive and maybe a negative at the same time?
Well, it's pros and cons. It's
Right.
pros and cons to it. Some of it is good. Some of it is needed. You know what I'm saying? Because I think kids should be compensated in some kind of way, especially if they bring it in as revenue for the university. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think it gets sticky when you got a kid who is for an example, I think it's the kid that left Kansas for Michigan or something, or vice versa. The big kid.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a All-American star in every game. And he was getting what it was, 100 and whatever thousand of dollars wherever he was at. I mean, I want to say he went to Michigan. He's like, I'm going here because basically he just basically said they offered me more money.
Right. So it's part of recruiting, right? So the NIL stuff is part of recruiting right now.
Yeah, but that's where it's not supposed to be, but it is.
Right.
And that's where it gets to me like, is this really amateurism? You know what I'm saying? Like he's flat out saying, Kansas or whoever give me everything I wanted, but I'm gonna just go here because they offer me more. That's like free agency almost. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No.
And you can't stop him from transferring because the portal allows it.
Right.
So that stuff like that I think is where it gets a little sticky. You know what I'm saying? But
So in your opinion, do you think some type of regulation still needs to come in on that? Maybe not stopping the process, but something to regulate it.
I think they should have put the regulations on it from the start.
Mm-hmm.
See, now it's so haywire, it's gonna kind of be hard to go back and try to regulate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough, man. So I think that's why I think, like Cam said, man, it's gonna be starting to see some stuff come down, like people breaking away. I think it's too far gone, man.
Really?
For real, yeah.
I remember when they first started talking NIL, I was all for it, man, because when I was at Tech, man, it's been years ago, but man, they gave us, outside of our Pell Grant, because we were full scholarship, of course, but outside of our Pell, getting to keep our Pell Grant every month, they gave us $20. They called it wash money to do your laundry, basically. So you got a kid coming from a single parent household. My mom did a hell of a job, and I never wanted for anything, to be honest with you, but it was nice. It was nice. Hell, I was hungry.
Right.
Them boxes she was sending, they didn't last the whole month or whatever. Hell, I might have gave it to a girl. Hell, I don't know, but I was hungry. So when I first heard about it, I had to say that low. Y'all notice that? But man, at first I was like, man, it's overdue. Them kids do, man. These institutions making all this money off of these kids, man. Yeah, give them something. I agree with both Cam and Wasted. I think if you were gonna do something about it, it should have been early. Like before you instituted this, it should have been rules in place.
Right.
Now it's so far gone. Like, man, it's players. I mean, I can't discuss nobody's worth because who am I to say? But man, it's outrageous.
Yeah,
it's outrageous. I'll say that it's outrageous. It really is. Oh, yeah. It really is.
And then you got like say like on the women's side, you got people like you, Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
She's not in a rush to leave because
at all.
Her NIL is much more than what she'll be making if she get drafted.
Yeah.
And so like and I use her as an example because of the pay of like the WNBA. I always hear them complain about it. And then I see like some of her deals. Man, that girl ain't finna go nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's not gonna go nowhere. And then you even got guys in on the men's side who I'll take the kid from Kentucky year 4 last Oscar Sheetway. I think they gave him like $2 million NIL deal to come back because he was projected to go late second or either a two-way guy.
Right.
So of course he's gonna come back and get the $2 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
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 So
It's something, man. It's Let me ask you this. I had a coach ask me this. It's kind of away from what we just talked about, but I talked to a coach tonight. It's a high school coach, sister coach. Me and him were talking, and he's from out of state. So long story short, he hit me up today and was telling me about a kid that he wanted to have run with us because his organization's not having a 9th grade team this year, and the kid is a pretty good player and all that good stuff. So, but he said he took the same kid to a tryout, and at the tryout, they were playing the zone. He said
the tryout.
in the tryout, they were playing the zone. And from what he was saying, the kid is a pretty good ball player, but if you can't adjust to the whole playing a zone at a tryout or playing a zone at an AAU game, hey man, it is what it is. If you're a coach, you coach how you want to coach. But my question is, and this is a well-respected program. If that kid can't play against a zone, I don't care if it's a tryout or what. What am I to what am I to think? You know, so what would y'all think about that? Like, you tell me this kid can play, he's uber athletic, the whole 9. But then you say, well, I took him to a trial and they played a zone. What's that got to do with anything?
I was just about to say that.
So he was trying to say the kid struggled, or
It's illegal basketball defense, right?
That's what I took out of it. Like he didn't flourish because, and I'm telling you, it's a well-respected program, really is. And I hope he ain't listening.
So hey, my question to you is: if a team plays you in the zone, you what you gonna call timeout? Go talk to the other coach. Hey, because my kid can't score against the zone. Can you play man to man?
Exactly. I didn't understand where he was coming from. So I just thought I'd just ask. Like,
basketball.
He's probably a system guy.
But see, this is a problem I have too, man. See, we don't let some of these nerds get into the game of basketball and do these analytics and all this other stuff like this and everything, and they trying to get us to coach a certain way. Man, sometimes you gotta trust your eyes.
Yeah.
And these guys are having us believing that well, my team's gonna shoot more threes, and if your team do this in 2s and all this other crap like that. No, if I got a mid-range jump shot, I should be able to shoot the mid-range jump shot because it's still 2 points. Maybe we get a stop, we come back down. Maybe you miss more threes. Like, I love analytics a little bit, but then I don't like it a whole lot either because a lot of these guys are looking at paper and then calling you and asking you about the kid and what's going on?
Yeah.
Coach, why are you asking me about this kid? Put your eyes on him because he could be able to help your program. Just because analytics is saying he doesn't shoot this well, you don't know.
Yeah.
I just hate that because of the folks who done got into the game, because I feel like sometimes we listen to the wrong people.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, it's basketball. Because I'm gonna tell you like this. If I'm coaching against anybody, I don't care who it is, I don't care what nobody say about me. If your team can't throw it in the ocean, then I'm gonna adjust my defense. It ain't my fault. So I don't give a damn. Junior high, high school, AAU, Pop Warner, whatever. If I'm gonna give my team a chance to win.
Yeah.
It ain't my fault if you can't play against a zone. Who cares if it's a summer? I don't care. At the same time, I am gonna show my kids gonna show you that they can play any type of defense. But it, like somebody, one of y'all just said, I think it was you, Kenneth. Isn't that a part of the game?
Yeah. That's a legal defense. That's a legal defense in basketball.
And then when did we come up with this saying he's a two-way player or she's a two-way player? Isn't the expectation to play defense?
Man, please.
Right.
Exactly. I heard a young kid say that at a trial. I think it was 7th grade. What you want? I'm gonna be a two. Yeah, you damn right. You're gonna be a two-way if you play with us. Everybody gonna be a two-way player.
Yeah, like I hate that terminology. Like the expectation to play defense, they can't play defense. Shouldn't they sit on the bench?
Right.
It's crazy, man. I heard kids say he a stretch for. I'm telling you, I ain't lying to y'all. Yeah, I'm a stretch. I'm gonna be a stretch.
And
that's what a lot of people either want their kids to be or something along those lines.
But you know,
they want to be a stretch. Don't just put me down in the post and let me play with my back. I gotta be a stretch.
A stretch entails. They don't even know what that entails. They don't even know why they call certain players stretch fours.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even know.
Listen, I can help those type kids be stretched. Cause they ain't gonna sit with their legs crossed on the bench. They gonna have them stretched out. I help them be stretched.
Hey, half of them don't even know what it means, man. That's what does a stretch? What does being a stretch entail? What does that mean? What does that do for our team? If you are stretched for, what does that do for my team?
Right.
What does that do to a defense? They don't have a clue. Don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Be talking.
I help them be stretched. I tell you, I help them be stretched.
Yeah.
They're gonna be well good and stretched.
and kind of the chess point right there. What level are you watching?
Yeah. Hell,
you watch?
Man, they don't even watch basketball, man.
Yeah. Watch your next level, whatever that may be.
They watch one end of the floor.
Yeah.
Kids don't even watch basketball no more, man. I'm telling you, they don't.
Yeah. I tell my younger kids to watch the girls' game.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
They gonna run their sets.
Way more discipline.
Be under control. That's right.
Yep.
Now I totally agree with that. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally,
because they play below the rim. They're gonna get the best shot. They're gonna run their sets like y'all said. They're gonna rebound. They're gonna pass the ball. They're gonna run the fast break.
They're gonna box out.
Yeah.
They're gonna do all that.
Hear that? You gonna hear me because I'm using that. I totally agree. I never thought of that, but that's so true.
Yes.
Perry, 8th grade girls Saturday, when they took off with the lead, they ran the mess out of those sets.
Yeah.
Backdoor cuts, hit the middle, backdoor cut. It was fun watching.
Yeah.
So what's that old saying? A defense is only gonna stay disciplined for so long.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Man,
Yeah.
That's a kid.
Oh yeah, but let me ask y'all this though. So all y'all in the AAU community, how many times a week do you think a team should practice?
If you're gonna be successful, 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
I wish we could.
Me too.
And then the reason too that I was telling Wasey, my focus. That's part of the reason for me going backwards now, trying to get these kids from right around here and keep them together and bring them up, because we can practice more. Because these last 2 years, I got kids in Valdosta, Thomas County Central, Chris County. I got kids everywhere. Almost impossible to get them together. Once you're talking 2 to 3, it ain't gonna happen. So I totally agree with y'all. 3 times would be ideal.
100%.
That'd be great.
I got a question. How many tournaments should they be playing a month?
Month or something?
No, like per month.
Just
I say at least
I would say no more than 2.
no more. I say no more than 2 because then you ain't practicing working on it. Ain't but 4 weeks in a month.
Right.
Right.
You playing the tournament. You playing the tournament every week. You ain't practicing.
Yeah. I say every 2 weeks.
That's what we try to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't help it. It's just playing that way. Sometimes we gotta go 3.
I'm a big fan of getting reps, like a lot of reps. A big fan of that. And I think something that I've gotten away from, because back in the day, like we used to like practice like 3 to 4 times a week, and we would always find somebody to scrimmage, whatever. And I think we've kind of gotten away from that. And with the scrimmages comes the reps. So you practicing 3, 4 times a week, you got to get those kids something to look forward to. So okay,
right. I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah,
I 100% agree with you, and that's why I say 2 times, at least 2 times a month, because you don't want a break to go to maybe break up a rhythm, all right?
Yeah.
Because you are getting in there practicing, and now let's go execute.
Yeah.
Because depending on the age group you got, it's gonna go out the window, right? Or it's not being utilized or something along those. So I think the age group counts as well.
Yeah.
But maybe for those younger age group, that's why I go with at least 2 times a month.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. But then some of the scrimmages, man, you want to scrimmage, but then a scrimmage is what is it? Okay, let me ask, what's your definition of a scrimmage? What is a scrimmage for?
I say stop and go.
No, I'm saying, well, what is it for?
To me, it's you working on the things that you've been working on during the week, and it's stop and go. You still teaching. I don't need more. I don't need that, because guess what? The parents gonna keep up with the school anyway. If they in the stands, they gonna run as soon as they get them kids in the car. Oh, y'all beat them by 20. It ain't even about them winning by 20. It ain't. So I mean, I think a good scrimmage is one where the coaches are stopping and going.
Yeah.
You work.
I've been in a couple of scrimmages. I didn't even know we were keeping score until I seen the post later.
Oh, exactly.
I also think if you're gonna scrimmage, you do 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 quarters, and you situations.
Yeah.
Out of bounds stuff.
Exactly.
One quarter is like, okay, coach, my team was weak against the zone. And then, coach, what was your team weak? So we'll press y'all this whole quarter. And we'll stop and show kids where to be, because kids need more of that. Because what we do sometimes is we think they know or what they should be taught. Like Coach Butt said earlier, like, hey, I'm not going to dog any of your coaches and say you didn't learn that. But we also got to understand some of these kids ain't getting enough time to be taught that.
100%.
Because what does a high school coach get? You get an hour and 30 minutes or 2-hour practice. You can't stop and break down everything that kids ain't getting, because at the end of the day, you're trying to win too at the high school level. Right. And kids aren't being taught enough of the terminology, stop and breaking down stuff for them to learn some of this correct stuff that's going to help them transition to the next level.
Right.
If a kid don't know how to read a screen and what to do, whether I need to fade, curl, whatever else like that, we put them at a disadvantage when they get to their freshman year in college.
Right.
And to their sophomore year, because the coach gonna be like, "Oh, you don't know none of this stuff?
Yeah.
You can't play."
It's like you said. It's sometimes you ain't got enough time to stop and teach that. Like, you just don't. And that's, to me, and y'all could disagree with me, it's important for us too to even during the summer to make sure that our kids are students of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be more than just running out there playing.
Yeah, rolling the balls out, right? More than rolling the balls out.
Yeah, I know that's what happens with this group. So, I'm preaching to the choir. I'm just preaching to the choir. But it's super important that they know, like, you got to be a student of the game, man. Like, this game is 98% mental.
Yep.
Some people say 99.
Yeah.
I say 98, and it's 2% physical. You can be as physical as you want, but if you can't outthink me, I'm gonna get you every time.
Yeah. Playing the right way still matters.
Hey, listen, that's why LeBron is still one of the top players in the NBA right now, because he outthinks everybody. Yeah. He ain't athletic no more like he used to be, But when he gets that ball in that post in that short corner, and people are wondering why he's holding on to the ball so long, they don't even know why. You know why? Because that weak side defender can only stand in the lane for 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. And the minute he step out of that, that's when LeBron go straight at his defender because it's a one-on-one situation.
Yeah. Students of the game, man. And we gotta continue to do that. Like I said, we do it anyway. Hell, I watch all our teams play, and I know they being taught well. So, but it's just important, man. It's just with all the junk that's going on now, shit, man. There's a lot of junk going on, y'all.
It's
the rub, boy.
it's plenty going on. A lot of these parents listen to idiots.
Oh my God. I called Tad. Hey man, I'm requesting to be on the show. I got some shit to say. Excuse my language. I got some
man.
Hey man, hey, Tad, I might hashtag that tonight, man.
What that?
What did you say about the parents?
These parents listen to idiots.
Yeah. I might hashtag that tonight on my Twitter, man.
And please.
You know, sometimes I get a little violent on my Twitter. Wasting Black be talking me off they be talking me off the ledge sometimes.
Oh yeah. Hey, I see OG going off a ledge. I say, hey, OG, hey, let him live.
Hey man, what we gonna do about all these people screaming D1? What we gonna do about it, man?
Get your popcorn ready, cause they'll find out in a minute.
Yeah, man.
In the words of Coach Black, D free.
Hey man,
That's it.
I agree. I'm battling that. I'm battling that a lot, and I'm hurting. I mean, I guess I shouldn't look at it like it, but I guess I'm hurting feelings. I'm telling them, I'm being totally honest, man. Like, dude.
Well,
but you can be honest because you have seen it. You have been there. You have witnessed Division I kids.
But people don't want to hear that. If you honest, you're a hater. So
right.
So basically, they're gonna have to answer some questions after a while. Cause you ain't got but 4 years. So all these how many offers you got, and you tweeting about, and then on signing day, you sign with Burger King University, somebody gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Or go to the most famous one of them all. DCU.
I told some people, again, I'm not gonna call names, but if they listening, they know who they are. So I told them, I said, call it. They had these offers. Kid got these offers. Ask me what I think. Said, let me tell you what I think. I think you should pick up the phone and you should call the coach that made that offer. And you ask that coach, can my son commit right now? That's where you find out if that offer is real or not. Because they're going to do one or two things. They're going to stutter, make up some bull crap, or they're going to defer you to that head coach. Ain't nothing else they can do because they can't confirm it. That assistant coach, ain't too many assistant coaches that can say, hell yeah, I stand on that one.
But
many can do it.
I asked the head coach that question because I wasn't going to relay that message to that parent and that kid until they told me that offer was committable. I wasn't going to relay it.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah. And I hey man, Wasey, you and I had this conversation before. It's some schools, and in those schools' defense, those staffs have changed now. But for a minute, it was a couple of schools that were coming around here and they were offering everything that had red blood in his veins and that was breathing. And I was telling them, this guy offers everybody. That crap ain't real. He's offering everybody. And couldn't hear it from me though.
Yeah.
Well, but see,
6-7 coaches every week. They don't want to listen to me though. And I'm telling them, I started off with this. I'm not hating on you. I'm just telling you, be leery, be weary about this particular person or these particular 2 schools or 3 schools offering these kids because they're not real offers.
Well, you get the bandwagon jumpers that get on that bandwagon and says, "Man, don't listen to him. He just hating." And
Yeah.
you got this offer such, and now they want to put you in their gym and put you on camera and swear that you've been there for 7 years straight and get everybody else on you. Try to get everybody else on your bandwagon, this, that, and the other. But now, like you always say, when signing day come around and you chilling, they on to the next one now.
Yeah.
Well, I learned to say because I used to I'm like OG just said I used to choose violence. But now what I do is I go get me some popcorn and I just sit back and I enjoy the show car. The one thing about it, time gonna tell it.
Yes.
Time gonna tell it all. So they can say this and say that, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, they say call them.
Yeah.
Hey, so
Call you. Call off of mine. I'm calling you. I want to know. I want to know the truth.
So Wasey just brought up another transition point. Time is going to tell it all.
And look at Charles Fade.
Hey man, look, I've been sitting here like Wasey said with my popcorn. Waiting on time to tell you.
Time is going to tell it all. So, in the words of Charles G, we're going to wrap this thing up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, but I want to thank all of y'all, man. Great conversation.
It was.
A lot of insight, a lot of information being shared. Real conversation, which I think is missing a lot of times, right? So nobody has an ulterior motive. Nobody's trying to get a kid or this, that, or the third, right? It's just using your experiences, using your relationships, and having honest conversation and putting that out there for people to take in. So of course, man, I appreciate all of y'all. I look at all of y'all as people I can look up to, and reach out to and get real talk anytime I see y'all. It's always genuine. But we are gonna wrap this thing up. You know what I mean? We gonna Charles said we went over time a little bit.
Get back, man. I ain't tripping.
Hey, before we get out of here though, Cam, talk about what you got coming up.
Shoot, I got Corey Black event this weekend coming down to the Macon. Hope to see all y'all in the building, chop it up with y'all, and then got some other things in the works. And then March 30th, got my event up here. If y'all know some players y'all might want to invite up, let me know. KP already got the email for it, and he got the codes and stuff like that. Yep. Coach Butts, Waste, if y'all need that, okay, I'll forward it to y'all. Okay. Like I said, I'm only letting 48 in there, but I'm like y'all, man, and I'm trying to do a little bit better. But I'm just trying to give kids a chance, man. Because somebody gives me a chance, and I'm just trying to return that favor, man. So I'm blessed to do what I do, man. I love it, and even though. Like I told Wace, I choose violence sometimes. I done got on the other side too myself. So I just sit back now and laugh at some of these cats. And the proof is in the pudding, man. So you can say what you want to say about me, but I love each and every one of y'all, man. All the people who are listening, all the people who hate me on Twitter, I don't even care. I love you. And I'm going to keep doing what I do, man. Bless y'all.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
100%. Appreciate you, brother. Coach Butts. Talk about it. What you? I know you got tryouts and different things coming up. And rebranding and getting it right. Talk about what you got coming up.
That's it, man. Just getting these kids ready to go compete. Trying to narrow these rosters down, man. Tough. Like it's been tough.
Yeah.
As far as the rebranding, just God, boy, I'm telling you, man. Just like I stay praying. I stay praying for strength, man, and this thing is just going way better than I ever could imagine, man. My son touching it, man. He touched it big time. So, thank y'all for for everything y'all do, man. Thank y'all for when y'all see me, man, pumping me up and hollering at me, man, all that good stuff. So, but that's it, man. Just keeping this good fight going, keeping it going. Damn, I got a kid that I gotta get up there. I got one kid, man. Come there and it'll help him. So
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Okay. Now, I appreciate y'all me on, man. Appreciate it, bro. Like I said,
Yes, sir.
I just had a couple things I get out my chest, bro. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, you already know that's what we here for.
No doubt.
Always. Waste,
Yes,
what's popping, Waste? What you got going on?
Same old, man. We like I said, we touched on it a little earlier about the Heart of Georgia Classic.
Yep.
In collaboration with On the Radar Hoops, man. That'll be April the 13th and 14th, man. 4th through 8th grade boys, man. And we bring it right here to Macon, Middle Georgia area. So, that's it. We're gonna get it popping, and Sean gonna come through and show a little love. And other than that, that's it. But I'll be in the building on Saturday though. Check out CB.
Yeah.
That's the first camp Lil Waste ever went to. First time I ever met Cam over there at Tatton. So every time it's here, unless some out, I'm in the building. So I'll be there, supporting that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Tat,
Yo, I ain't got nothing, man.
in your closing remarks.
I ain't got nothing. You keep fighting a good fight. And,
There it
and
is.
stand away from these crab in the barrels.
And you gave me my hashtag for the night too, Tab.
Yes, sir.
Charles G.
Man, good to be back, man. Want to thank all the viewers for being patient with us and for showing up on the return, man. So appreciate that, man. Always good to be in good company with like minds. Always good conversation. Always learning. I probably don't say much all the time because I'm observant. I'm really trying to be a sponge while these OGs talking. So so much to learn from these guys, man. If you haven't had a conversation with them, trust me, you want to have that conversation. A lot of knowledge on this panel tonight. Cam Dale, I'm definitely gonna hit you up. I got two. I'm gonna sign up for that camp too. Definitely can get some work if you can use it. So that's it for me, man.
Yeah. So to kind of echo Charles' point, right? Listening and part of this process is learning how to humble yourself to take in the information, right? You ain't got to be the know-it-all. You ain't got to be the one that debate everything. Sometimes it is good just to sit back and listen, right? And listen to the experiences and understand the stories and understand the process and ask a question here and there to make sure you're hearing it right. So that's totally what I got from it today, right? We're having one going through the process right now and making sure that we move in the right way. The more information, the better, and from people that I trust and know that we can give it to them. So just like the viewers out there, I just got a first class seat to sit and listen to all this stuff, man. So make sure you following all these guys on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever, Instagram. Make sure you're following, see what's going on, keep up what's going on, and more importantly, do your own research. All right. Don't listen to word of mouth from everybody else. Do your own research. Look at their track record because the track record is going to tell you everything you need to know. So, as always, appreciate it, fellas. You always got this platform whenever you need to come on, get something off your chest. Share something, got something going on. So I look forward to seeing all of y'all probably here soon, probably Saturday. I'll probably see everybody Saturday at Coach Black camp. Again, that's this Saturday out of Tatano. Go to his Instagram. He got the link to sign up. D free. All right. And then everything else is going to move that way. I'm going to catch Coach Butts on the court somewhere soon with one of them teams. And then
fooling with y'all, man.
And we gonna go from there. But hey, I hope everybody have a great week. Again, appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, and peace.
No doubt.